Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy. Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Ngunit akong hagit ko doon, dili lang sa inyong hamam. Dili appeal din sa barangay official. So, sa barangay official, appeal ang pro leader. Trabahoon din kayo niya. Kana ramang pong kuhan. Sa kupan sa purok na. Wala ito tayo pagpakaban na silang anak. So, sa kana nga part na kuhan yun siya na. Garantiya ko nga dapat kitabangan kay di mandato na po namok na sa barangay official di mandate din ni wala pa lang ang memorandum mo abot ani pero moabot man daw to na magmando sa barangay official na mo alalay yun kabahay aning sa education karon na new normal lagi ato niyo yung tama na kung sa kung ano na karon pa man yung episode namin pero practice na ni hangtong sa mo na siya mo na ni Dili lang kay ingon nga may strategy po nagsit ka kamang niya sa dapit ka doon tong balay kung dili atin lang isyan ani ang mga magigitan. Atin na kung sa mo dito kagahapon. So, abangan ako din. Abangan ito. Kinaagi sa inyong monitoring mga kailan na yan. Ninyo daan. But, ano ba?
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the Division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Hello po, magandang hapon po sa lahat ng Panabuans. Ito po, magpapatuloy tayo sa pagsasahimpapawid ng ating updates po sa ginagawa nga pong dry run ng Sdo Panabo City. Dito po mismo, live na live tayo sa ating main studio. And of course, makakasama din natin ang ating mga correspondents sa ating field. Ano na nga ba ang nangyayari? Dahil po ang ating regional monitoring team ay kasalukuyan po ngayong umiikot sa 9 pilot schools nga po natin. At kanina nga pong umaga ay nadalaw na po nila at nabisita. Nagkaroon na rin po ng evaluasyon patungkol sa kahandaan ng Panabo National High School, Panabo City Senior High School, ganun din po sa Malativas Elementary School, particular na po sa ating alternative learning system. At ganun din po, nadalaw na rin po nila, nabisita na ang Rizal Elementary School, Panabo Central Elementary School at ang ating Consolacion Elementary School. But before that, of course, binabati ko po lahat muna ng ating mga nanonood sa atin, ang lahat ng viewers po namin. Maraming salamat po sa lahat ng school heads, mga kaguruan, kapamilya, kabarkada, kapatid, lahat po ng kabibo dahil po nasa Panabo nga po tayo. Ayan, so magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Naway nakapananghalian na po kayo at ngayong hapong ito ay magbibigay po of course ng mga panibagong updates ang ating mga correspondents sa field sa mga nalalabing mga paaralang dadalawin po ng ating regional monitoring team. And of course, we are very happy. Bago po natin tumungo tayo sa ating tinatawag na correspondence sa ating mga paaralan, we are very lucky and we are very happy dahil po kakapasok lamang, andito na po ang pinakamamahal nating Honorable Councilor Emmanuel Pamisaran. Pero bago po yan, makakausap po muna natin ang ating Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Reynante A. Solitario at ang ating Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rebecca Casasagot. Sir Ray, magandang hapon po. And Ma'am Kay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Sir Ray,
good afternoon, and we're all back to life this afternoon.
Yes,
yeah,
Ma'am Kay,
so,
and
patiin natin yung mga nanonood ngayon sa Facebook at sa YouTube. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for consistently watching. And of course, no, lahat kayo naging updated of our dry run from Monday until today. Yes.
Yes. Oh.
And this time too, this is also the best opportunity for other schools to benchmark the best practices that the schools being monitored are doing. And this can be replicated, the best practices can be replicated in the respective schools also, especially when they implement fully the new normal scheme of educational system that we adopt in the Department of Education.
Yeah.
Yes po. And Ma'am Kay, having said that one, and Sir Ray, we are very lucky dahil po talagang makakasama natin ngayon from LGU ang ating Chair on Committee on Education ng ating local government unit ng Panabo City. Of course, ayan, medyo antayin lang natin makabalik sir ulit si Cons Mawe at makakausap natin siya tungkol naman sa support na binibigay po ng ating city dito po sa ating mga paaralan sa Panabo City. Okay po. So while waiting po na makabalik ang ating mahal na counselor ay nais ko lamang pong ipabatid sa inyo Sir Ray and Ma'am Kay na kasalukuyan po kanina meron nagbigay sa atin ng update sa pamamagitan po ng ating messenger at saka sa text. Natapos na po na monitor ang Consolacion Elementary School at Rizal Elementary School at mamaya po mahihingi tayo ng update sa ating correspondent. Pero sa ngayon po nakabalik na po ng maayos ang ating mahal na counselor. Ayan po, i-welcome natin siya, Ma'am Kay and Sir Ray, sa ating live show. Andito po ang ating butihing konsihal ng local government unit ng Panabo City. Let us all welcome po on screen ang ating Honorable Councilor Emmanuel Mawi Pamisaran, ang ating chair po ng Committee on Education. Cons, magandang hapon!
Yes, good
Magandang
afternoon.
hapon, Cons! May
Hello,
hapon!
yes, Ma'am Rebecca, and of course, our Schools Division Superintendent, Sir Solatorio. Maayong hapon.
Salamat kayo for positively responding to the invitation to join us this afternoon and to be able to discuss and converse with us in relation sa gipahitabo karon nato Cons na test run. This is the last day of the test run. Since Monday, you start with the planning and preparation, then delivery, then the implementation of the modules at the respective schools, as well as the content and the curriculum per se. O karon ang atong mga monitoring o reporting to what have transpired since day one up to today in Panabo.
Yes, actually, we really requested June na sama ka namin sa aming for this day, no? So, we welcome you. Thank you so much because you really have a big part on the success of our education program. Salamat, Councilor Manuel Pamisaran.
Thank you, sir. It's been my privilege and honor. Thank you.
Yeah, Cons, baka pwede natin i-share din sa mga nanonood ngayon yung mga programa ninyo patungkol sa DepEd, no? Lalo na yung support ng local school board natin sa learning continuity plan ng Panabo City. Sige po, Cons.
Yes, sir. Actually, Sir Solatorio can attest to the fact, no, considering na he's also a member sa atuang local school board committee, no? And of course, we are very much fortunate nga atuang local government unit dakong pundo para sa atuang education special fund. Considering daghanta nga mga activity nga naka-line up nga wala nato ma-implement considering sa pandemya sa COVID-19, kini nga maong pundo sa atuang special education fund ato kining gi-declared savings o kini atong gi-realign para sa atong mga programa sa mahitungod sa ato ang gingon nato nga gi-adapt nato nga new normal. So ang ato ang method of way of teaching karon blended naman. We have the shall we say online para sa ato ang connection sa Wi-Fi online. Then we have also the modular, no, sa ato ang blended way of teaching. So far ang ato ang local government unit sa masahong giingon nag-declared man kita ng savings ug atong gi-realign. Nag-allocate kita ng 3,600,000 no, para kini sa ato ang pag-purchase ng 120 ka unit ng laptop o usa niini ang pinakamahal kaning 1 unit printer nato para sa atong production printing nga nagkantidad ng 1.3 million pesos o nag-purchase usab kita ng 5 ka unit ng photocopier, mahimo kaning duplicator nga adunay mikabat sa kantidad nga 1.1 million pesos o kabayan usab niya na kinahanglan nato ng mga office supplies expenses sama sa reproduce o pag-produce no para sa mga atong mga bond paper, toner ug uban pa sa kantidad na 1 million pesos. Og kabahin niya na para ang mapaabot nato sa atong pesos. Og kabahin usab niya na kinahanglan nato ng mga office supplies expenses sama sa reproduce o pag-produce. Para sa 1 million pesos. Og kabahin niya na continue pa ko. Og dugang pa niya na nag-allocate kita ng kantidad no sa 300,000 para sa ato ang pag-apod-apod og mga unit kaning wifi modem nga atong ihatag sa ato ang 40 ka barangay, both high school and elementary no para naay connection sa internet maghatag ang local government unit ng wifi modem. So kini nga milyon ka pesos gikan kini sa pondo baliko na ako sa ato ang education special education fund in atong assistance para sa ato ang Department of Education Panabo City Division.
Wow, that is so much to be grateful. Grateful about cons, no? Kalami ana nga balita gikan nimo nga wifi modem sige pang-apod-apod sa atong mga eskwelahan sa mga barangay kundi nga naay eskwelahan nato para mahimo kining makatabang alang sa pagpapaspas no labi na sa flow of communications kay bisan tinuod og wala sila online delivery mode pero nanginahanglan gyapon ta og internet tungod kay siya ang pinakapaspas na magpadala og mag-download og mga learning resources magpadala og communications and mas dali pud namo nga makakuha sa mga reports nga nagsulat sa atong mga barangay. Di ba, SDS?
Yeah, exactly. Mabitaw na ako nga nalipay gud ko no kami nga nahimo siyang priority sa atong realignment sa atong budget. Supposedly unta sa sports no kay tungod sa COVID mo nang na-postpone na wala na yung mga natudutan na ng activities kanya na-realign ang budget for the support to the learning continuity plan of Panabo City. Mabuhay po. Mabuhay kayo. Of course, pasalamatan
Yes,
natin si Mayor. No? Tapos, SDS, meron pa. Meron pa yung support si Councilor Pamisaran. Yung sa alternative learning system din naman. Di ba?
Yes, sir. Actually, confirm na ang ato ang giduso nga ordinansya, ang atong effective, ang ato ang mga instructional managers, makadawat na sila sa ilahang monthly honorarium nga 10,000 pesos kana mataga bulan atong suporta sa atong mga instructional managers. Then padayon man to atong pag-apod-apod og 50,000 pesos matag barangay, matag tulungaan both high school and elementary para sa ato ang brigada eskwela. Murag mag-schedule naman siguro ta sir no og turnover sa katong design para sa ilahang mga gi-purchase ng mga gamit na kantidad sa 50,000 pesos.
Yes, Cons, tama po. So, isa yan. So, another blessing for our house, no? Mga volunteer teachers natin to be given an increase of their honoraria from our local school board special education fund. So, daghang salamat po sa mga sponsorships, no? Sa mga resolutions, at the same time, sa pong paglantaw, no? Isip committee chairman sa education diri sa atong siyudad sa Panabo. So, may tungod nining Brigada Eskwela, karong maabot nga Lunes, mao nga to ang Brigada Eskwela Division Kick-Off. So, imbitahan sa Panamo, no? Dito ta sa Grade 2 Elementary School para sa ato ang kick-off sa atong Brigada Eskwela so karong Lunes. So hopefully mauban po kana mo uban ni Mayor no nga mong gitang imbitahan for this another endeavor of Dldm Panabo City.
Rest assured,
Mas
sir,
maayo
sa
kani po niya tuwang
presensya
kick-off.
niya adlaw.
Mas maayo po niya itong
Rest
kick-off
assured, sir,
gani
nga
siguro
maka-attend ta.
yes. No nga ang atong pahitabuon nga kick-off karong Lunes aduna po'y magsabay nga StreamYard broadcast like this kay
Yes.
aron
Pwede.
nag-kick-off at the same time napo tay studio nga na set up sama niini para ma-share na to ang link and other places, other departments and other agencies can watch over us
Yes.
and
We will
makabalo
do
po
that.
sila
Yes, good
sila
suggestion.
makasupport.
Yes. So we will ask also John. Asa naman si John? Wala na ato ang kuan.
Nananghid
Si
ka,
John.
nananghid.
Yes. John, pero umabot na
Yes,
Lunes
sir.
mag-StreamYard gyapon ta sa atong Brigada Eskwela. Okay,
Okay
that
po,
is
sir.
the division kick-off. Alright? Now, Con, salamat kayo sa imong pag-support no sa imong mga gi-turn over kaniadto no kung ato na kick off na sa brigada ni Mayor. Salamat po sa imong mga pag-sponsor og mga resolution diha sa atong local school board. Kaya nakita din nato nga naglantaw gyud ka sa edukasyon sa atoang syudad. Manang kami diri sa DepEd murag confident gyud mi nga ipa-implement po namo ang gikan sa central office ng mga palisiya tungod kay naaman mo no naamo kanunay nga maghapon ka mo og suporta pod in terms sa pagpadagan sa itong mga programa sa natad sa edukasyon. So salamat kayo Con sa imong support.
Okay, rest assured nga ang atong local government unit under the leadership ng atong mayor, Mayor Jose Rilampagos ug sa ato ang Vice Mayor John Rebiboy Gabina, kami sa 8 City Council padayon nga magpanday ng mga balaodnon, ordinansa resolution no in aid of legislation para pagpalig-on o paghatag og suporta sa atong natad sa edukasyon. So again, daghang salamat sa oportunidad nga nakauban ako ninyo o nakaduyog kaninyo karong hapuna. Daghang salamat and God bless.
Yes, Con.
Yes
God
po.
bless you, Con. Daghang salamat.
Salamat.
Yes, Cons, Honorable Councilor Emmanuel Pamisaran po. Sir, I also sent to you the viewing link po. Ngayong live update natin, pwede nyo pong while you are on mobile po or saan po kayo, pwede nyo ma-view yung live coverage natin sa ating Facebook page at sa ating YouTube channel po. Nag-send po ako sa inyo, Cons, ng link. Ando na po sa inyong messenger. At pwede nyo po kaming masundan, masubaybayan sa pagsasahimpapawid po namin ng update na ito.
Okay, daghang salamat.
Thank you po, Cons. God bless you po. Mabuhay po kayo. Bye-bye po. Ingat po.
So June, unsa may atong katikaran pang mahitabo karong hapon?
Yes, of course, ma'am. Ang ato ang ginatawag na correspondent sa Southern Davao Elementary School na si Sir Marvel kay ready na kay naa na dito ang ato ang monitoring team og pagkahuman anak ma'am kay ato pong pangayuan og update ang ato ang konsolasyon na elementary school nga correspondent para makabalo pud ta og unsay nahitabo sa ilaha ganina dito sa pagbisita sa ato ang mga regional monitoring team. So karon ma'am ato sa makaistorya live na live sa ato ang streaming ang Southern Davao Elementary School na ato ang correspondent nga si Sir Estebal. Sir? Ayan, si Sir Marvel Estebal ang ating correspondent dyan sa Southern Davao Elementary School. Go ahead po, sir. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Ayan.
Murag ato siguro, sir, na i-off ang atong other monitors kay murag nagdungan na yung mga sound nato. Pwede ang
Oh.
mabili na lang kanina lang laptop nga imong gigamit niya katong other monitors nga naga-under diha palibot sa imuha. Ato lang siya i-maintain nga naka-off karon dili mag sapaw-sapaw ang tingog. Murag
Okay.
nga pa jud kay na open diha siguro nga gadget sir ba. Gawasan na imong gigamit diha karon.
Yes. Okay, nagakuan ta, naga-feedback ta, Sir
Oo.
Marvel. Paki-off sa ko sa ubang mga naka-live stream dinha
Oo.
nga sa ato ang exit portal. Ang exit portal nga ginatawag nato sir mao nitong mga naka-streaming nato sa YouTube o Facebook. Diri lang sa ta focus sa ato ang ginatawag na StreamYard kay bahala na tong sa ato ang exit portal mo show sa ato adito. Ayan. Sir, paki-follow.
Nag-echo kasi siya.
Okay. Again Sir Marvel, amo kang i-mute sa ano kay musapaw ang tingog. Paki-off sa viewing link nga ginagamit sa imuhang kaubanan dinha. Focus lang ta sa StreamYard. Paki-off sa tong viewing link kana gi-open ko ninyo.
Basta na tanaw din ha o YouTube or Facebook.
Actually, wala po nasa labas na po kami. Pero baka yung main
Sir,
screen po sa loob ng
Sir Marvel, paki-check niya sa inyong gigamit na gadget. Murag naka-open diya ang isa.
Okay po.
Oh, kasi parang may naka-open pa dyan, sir, sa iyong gadget, sir. Baka nag-open kayo ng YouTube or Facebook. Yung gadget na ginagamit nyo ngayon na pang-view sa amin. Paki-check po para malinaw namin kayong marinig. Ayan. Isang ano na talaga.
Murag wala na siguro nagsapaw. Wala naman ko ni echo. Sige daw, sir.
Nag-mute?
Hello. Kumusta man ka diha karon?
Sige daw, Sir Marvel. Balik sa... ayun. Napaong na no. Napaong ma'am na out. Oo, sige lang kay ato paningkamutan makabalik dahil po na siya karon. Murag na agi naka-open.
Southern Davao.
Na sila isa ma'am ka naka-on. Sige, okay. Ato silang balikan. Ma'am, bago na to istoryaon na lang balik ang Southern Davao no kay ang ato ang Agila reporter. Agila among tawag ani ma'am kay pertigyod ka Agila man pag ingon signing off. Wag gyud dayon, nahanaw gyud dayon. Wa pa nato na istorya. Of course, naana diri ang ato ang correspondent gikan sa Consolacion Elementary School, si Ma'am Elizabeth Bacalso. Ma'am, naunsa na dinha sa imong eskwelahan?
Hello, sir. I-check sa akong audio kung okay lang ba, sir?
Pertig yung
Okay,
klaro ha,
sir.
ma'am.
Good. Sagot ako?
So good na, ma'am. Pero murag nipilit yun imong video, ma'am, pero ang imong tingog klaro kaayo. Padayon, ma'am.
Magandang hapon, Pilipinas. Good afternoon, Southeastern Philippines. Madayaw nga adlaw, Region 11. Maayong hapon, Panabo City. Anihan ang sabang agila. Naglupad-lupad sa kahanginan. Aron mo hatod og lapas ng mga balita. Mahitungod sa dry run nga gipahigayon sa Consolacion Elementary School sa kining ginatawag nga printed modular distance modality nga mao'y paggagamiton sa eskwelahan karong umaabot nga pag-apre sa klase. Ug Sir June kaganihang buntag adunay mga bisita nga naabot diri sa amo ang tulunghaan nga taga-region nga ginanganan nga si Ronnie Mercado ug Nelma Lynn Barneha. Ug ang mga panghitabo, Sir John, excuse me po. Una, ang ilang gihimo, Sir John, nag-check sila sa mga documents. And paghuman sa pag-check of documents, Sir John, gi-interview dayon ang atong school head. Ug karon, Sir John, makauban-uban nato ang atong school head para ipalanog-lanog sa kahanginan kung unsa ang mga recommendations nga gihatag sa tuwa sa taga regional office. Aniya, si ma'am.
Maayong hapon sa tanan, update yun kaayo ang akong kauban, no? Kauban akong Agila. Good afternoon to our school's division superintendent, Sir Ray Solitario, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Rebecca Sisagot, and of course, kay Sir June Aguilon. Maayong hapon sa tanan ug sa uban pod no nga tutok gyud sa atong senior gikan pa sa day 1 sa atong dry run and up to this day. Again, Sir June, ganiha naabot ang atong bisita gikan sa regional office, giubanan po sa atong mga bisita gikan sa division office, ang atong mga PSDSS and some of our EPs. So niyanhi sila after lunch, and then sad to say, no, wag yun sila nagdugay diri kung kay naapod sila iapas ngadto sa sindaton nga kabalo man gyud ta nga medyo layo-layo pa gyud. So pag-abot nila, kumustahan ay, and then they check the documents needed for the monitoring, and we are glad that we were able to present all the documents needed, and na-appreciate po na sa ato ang visitors from the regional office. And after that, we showed to them ang amo ang video from day 1, preparation, distribution, utilization, and up to the retrieval, and even the videos regarding the feedbacks from the different stakeholders, our pupils, the teachers, from our barangay council, and our PTA, so that makita po sa atong mga bisita what transpired during the 1-week dry run. So bisan og wala sila sa whole week na dry run, no, nakita nila unsay scenario nga nakita. And so they asked me personally as the school head of Consolacion Elementary School, si Ma'am Nelmalyn Barniha, asked me kung ready na ba gyud daw ang Consolacion Elementary School for this coming opening of school year 2020-2021, this coming August 24. And kami pod, no, sure na sure, 100%, we said yes, we are ready sa ilaha. So they were happy also. And so they interviewed us, particularly me, no, interview ko regarding the dry run nga nahitabo this week. They asked what challenges did we encounter during our dry run. Amo pong na-relay ang mga challenges, especially when it comes to the utilization, no, sa pag-assist sa mama na medyo nakita na ay uban, no, nga naka-assist yun na po uban natong mama, yun natong malikayan, labi ng English ang subject na gigamit, Sir June, Ma'am Kay, sa dry run. So, medyo naagi ubang ginikanan nga naglisod. And we also relay our plans, how we are going to address those challenges.
Okay, so
Open. Sir June.
ayan. Yes, Ma'am Christy, thank you so much. Ma'am Kay? Okay. Ma'am Christy, madungog ba ko nimo dihag klaro? Klaro ba ang ako ang
Yes, Sir
reception diha
June.
sa imo ha? Okay, sige,
Yes,
sige.
po.
Okay, actually ganina bago ta nagsugod sa ato ang programa kay karong hapon kay gipa-play po namo ang inyong video nga gihatag sa kamo mao na to siya ang kinatibuk-an sa inyong gibuhat nga dry run gikan day 1 ug day 5 ug mapasalamaton ta Ma'am Christy, of course, kay katupod nga mga video mao pod ang nakita dinha nalantaw sa ato ang mga bisita gikan sa region, ang ato ang regional monitoring team. Of course, with Dr. Nermalyn Barneja and Sir Ronnie Mercado o uban pod ang ato ang mga kinakusga natong mga PSDSS o Education Program Supervisors. So daghan kayong salamat ma'am, no, kay ang pinakakuan dito, ang pinakalami kay madungog kay katong giingon nimo nga sa pagpangutanan ninyo sa ato ang regional monitoring team kung andam na bagayod ang Consolacion Elementary School sa pagpangabre karong sa klase karong Agosto 24 kay ang ilahang tubag yod ready na. So kana siya nga mga indikasyon nagpamatuod lamang nga wala kita nagkulang sa ato ang mga buluhaton, mga ato ang matulubagon diha sa inyong tulunghaan o naningkamot gyud kita labi na ikaw isip or usa ka school head dinha anang eskwelahan kay nagpamatuod lamang kini nga ang imuhang leadership dinha natuman gayud og maayo, og of course inubanan sa imuha mga kinakusgan po din nga mga magtutudlo, labi na ang ato ang kinakusgan pod nga correspondent diha, ang ato ang Agila correspondent. Amuan lang gyud na siyang tawagong Agila correspondent kay perti gyud largada insigida gyud, perti gyud ka Agila. So daghang kayong salamat o congratulations sa inyong update din ha. O karon
Thank you
atong
so much,
makauban,
Sir Jun.
yes, o karon atong makauban na usab ang ato ang ESDS, Ma'am Kay Sagot. Ma'am Kay, aduna pa ba kay laing pangutana para sa ato ang correspondent o ato ang principal dinha sa Consolacion Elementary School? Ma'am Kay? Ma'am Kay? Okay, sige. Atong balikan lamang si Ma'am Kay, no? So, pero mao to Ma'am Christy, Manog Pantunyal, of course daghang kayong salamat sa imuhang gihatag kanamo og katugayod. Mapasalamaton tano kay sa ikapila ba mo nga nabisita na nakapag naka-report na sa amo karon murag kamo ang ikalima nga eskwelahan nga naka-report sa ato karong adlaw, o so upat na lang atong ginahulat kung ang ato bang siyam ka mga pilot schools nga naga-dry run pasado ba gayud sa ato ang regional monitoring team. So, of course, Ma'am Christy, daghan kayong salamat sa imong oras og kato ang amo ang gina atngan nga madungog nga kung ang ato abang tulunghaan sa Consolacion Elementary School andam na. So, mao to nadungog namo gikan sa imuha base pod sa tubag sa ato ang mga regional monitoring team nga andam na gayud ang Consolacion Elementary School sa pagdawat pag-abli karong Agosto 24 sa ato ang opening of classes para sa bag-o natong tuig 2020-2021. Okay, so karon ari na ang ato ang mahal nga ESDS, Ma'am Christy. Okay, Ma'am Kay.
Oh, hello June. Hello Ma'am Christy, atong school head sa Consolacion Elementary School. So bisan pa man sa kalayo sa distance, no, sa Consolacion Elementary School to DepEd Division Office, pero usa kini sa mga eskwelahan nga atong maasahan kaayo ilabi na sa pagpatuman sa mga curriculum programs and curricular innovations para sa kaayuhan sa atong mga kabataan nga nagtungha sa mga eskwelahan diha sulod sa Barangay Consolacion. Ug sa kaninang mga reporting og sa base sa feedback gikan sa atong regional monitoring nga maayo man ang ilahang nahitabo nga feedback, no? Very impressive po ang feedback nga ilang gihatag kanato. Labi na sa ilahang na obserbahan din sa Consolacion Elementary School. Pero gusto lang unta to na ako mahibaluan usab gikan kay Ma'am Christy Pantonial or kinsa ba diha ang iyahang mga kaubanan kung unsa pa ba gyud ang kung aduna man sila tabang nga gusto nga pangayoon sa DepEd Division or sa DepEd Central Office or sa atong city government or sa atong other external holders, unsa kini nga mga tabang nga ilang gituhuan nga mao jud ang gikonsider po nila nga one of the pressing needs ilabi na sa Consolacion Elementary School. Gawas sa mga modules, kay need man yun nato ang modules, apan tungod kay kini na pagihan naman, nahimo, na pangitaan naman og mga paagi. So, unsa pa ka ang ilahang, if given the chance, since given the chance and this opportunity to ask what they need more, na consider nila very relevant and very significant for their learners or their teachers as they operate the school year 2020-2021. Unsa pud kaha ni June?
Yes, mao na atong hulaton. Ma'am Christy, nadungog man nimo ang pangutana sa ato ang ESDS. Go ahead, Ma'am Christy.
Hello, Ma'am Kay, Sir June. Ganihan no, nga nag-monitor gyud ang ato ang mga regional people. Nakita nila ang amuang roadmap sa amuang mga plano, no? Especially diha sa pag-conduct sa modular distance learning. And then they suggested, Ma'am Kay, no, we will also prepare, aside from the printed modules, much better din po na mayroon kaming backup plan. For instance, mag-prepare po kami ng pre-recorded na mga lessons no, na pwede namin ma-share through flash drives for our pupils or our learners na pwede may access. For instance, my player. So that my DVD player or my computer na pwede nilang marinig si teacher na nag-explain talaga about the module. So that, aside from the printed modules, no, for instance, may parent tayo na mahirapan din sa pag-assist sa kanila, at least marinig nila straight from the mouth of the teacher through the pre-recorded na mga lessons na maaaring isave sa mga flash drives. So, makakatulong sa pag-learn nila sa lesson. So, with that, siguro, Ma'am Kay, I know na may plans, maybe help, for instance, the provision of mga laptops, maybe, and other materials na maaaring magamit ni teacher for that matter. So it's a big help na po talaga sa mga teachers.
Yeah.
And of course, another, Ma'am Kay, is a stronger internet connection dito po sa amin. Medyo na may problema po kami. And we can also use that stable internet connection kapag gagawa ng mga lessons na maaaring share sa mga pupils.
Okay. So that's it from Consolacion Elementary School. And tama to yung mga giingon niya, if that's a pressing need, labi na nga naman ta sa modular, but we also can have the option of creating digitized format of that module. Kaya in kaso nabasa ang ilang module. So, unsaon nila pag-answer ron ang ilang module kung nabasa na. Kay nakaligtaan, nalukdo di ay pag adtong palengke, nalukdo, kay gipandong, no, simba ko, o ginaot nila mahitabo. So, kung natay digitized format, nga, gibutang na to sa CD or sa flash drive, kay unaaman lang sila pwede DVD, CD player, makita nila silang TV, so pwede po ito nilang buhaton kung wala na sila tong papel nga pakli-paklion. Kasi ang mahitabo po dani, ang atong mga budget mang good for modules actually is only 1:1. So, ang atong buffer ni Ana, very minimal siya kayo. Gani nagplano lang gani ang division office to have a 50-piece buffer of each of the modules across grade level. So example sa grade 1, kung pila ilang ka subject din ha, ang kada subject aduna lay or kada module aduna lay 50 ka buffer. So kanang 50 dili po nato na siya itagtag isa-isa sa mga eskwelahan. Kanang 50 ka buffer kung kinsa school ang hinahanglan, mao to sila atong padalhan sa buffer. So dili po nato ihatag in advance kung dili kinahanglanon kay aron magamit po sa uban galabaw po niya nanginahanglan sa mga buffer. So ato yung awhago ng atong mga ginikanan labi na ang mga bata that they should be responsible enough especially for these buffers. No, not the buffers. Especially for the modules na kung mahimo dili sila magsaligyan na buffer kay pila na ng taong 50 ka buok nga buffer sa kada subject area. Kung ato po namang palabihan lagyud pod og usik-usik o wala or danghag-danghagan lang, asa pa man po tamang budget para ni Ana. Kay gani, untop-untop ang atong mga budget. Karon ang angay nato siya nga masabtan, tungod kay nagdungan-dungan ta nga nanginahanglan ani og dili pud ta molihok para niini mahimo nga ang atong operation sa Department of Education mapakgang siya walay himuon magunsa naman ta ani mga tulog so kung walay trabaho wala po tay sweldo kay lisod po taw no sige tagpasweldo og tawo nga wa na po na trabaho unya kinahanglan bisag naman ta sa atong mga panimalay work will still go on no even if you are stationed at home as provided in the policy that we can serve at least 2 days or 3 days on site depending on the situation of the area or the office while The other remaining days shall be work from home while ang uban on-site siya. So, magmatngon gyud ang tanan na aduna ba sila yung mga permanenteng butanganan sa ilahang mga modules. Na hinumdum ko June kay naman ko anak na maestra, maestra siya sa SPED. Kabalo ka yung gibuhat, namalit siya, appeal pa focus donation kay nang solicit, dire man. Special education man. So aduna siya 7 ka estudyante or 13 or 7 ka estudyante of different learning exceptionalities. So ayan gibuhat, nagpalit siya og kana bitaw murag puti nga box. Isa-isa dito niya gibutang ang mga materials sa mga bata, pati ang kanang mga dulaan or unsay mga task nga iyang ipatrabaho sa iyang bata, gibutang gyud atong box. After gamiton, gi-orient po niya mga ginikanan nga ibalik dito sa box ang tanan nga ilang gikuha sa box nga gigamit nila during sa ilahang klase. So it's a matter of system, no? Nga i-provide dato sa atong mga bata, tinabangan sa itong mga ginikanan. I know na makasave po ta. We can promote saving here and at the same time, the sense of responsibility good. Ilabi na sa to ang mga learners and the sense of support from our parents para kani atong mga bata magmatngon sila kanunay nga kining module nga gihatag sa ilaha gamiton kini nila sa tibuok nga quarter unya pila pa na kapanahon nila nga gamiton kung ila day wad-on or ila bakahang ihaling sa mga ibutang sa asa ya maalaan og panghaling sa linungag na human gyud ta aning tanan.
Maog yun. Bitaw ma'am no. So of course tanawagan po ta sa atong mga magtutudlo og sa tanang ginikanan nga kaning magtutudlo atong ipa-remind gayud sa atong mga ginikanan no na ampingan na mga modules kaya dili pod baya lalim nga mag-reproduce ang mga modula na kalabi na papel ang atong ginagamit. So of course maging ano po ta masino po ta sa paggamit ana kay syempre daghan pug maputol natong mga punuan kay gamiton para dinha. Pero of course ang ato matutudlo ma'am kay responsable man pod labi na dire sa konsolasyon kay aduna gyud sila gipatigayon una nga orientation bago sila marilisan sa ilahang mga modules sama sa gipakita nila sa mga previous days na ilang video footages din sa ilahang pag-andam para sa karong umaabot nga Agosto 24. So Ma'am Christy, madaghan kayong salamat din ha og sa ato ang Agila reporter din ha nga si Ma'am Elizabeth. Of course gustuhon man namo nga maistorya pa mugdugay pero ang ato apong ubang correspondent sa lain pa nga eskwelahan kay nagaandam na pod kay naa na pod didto ang ato ang mga regional monitoring team kay kita gyud ang kinadaghanan nga eskwelahan nga nagdawat gyud sa kaning challenge nga magpatigayon kita sa dry run sa siyam nato ka tulunghaan diri sa Panabo City. So once again Ma'am Christy, and the rest of the teachers din sa Consolacion Elementary School, congratulations sa inyong effort o dayon lang kamo makigbisog ka nato. Of course, this is one DepEd, we are one Panabo, and we can do this together because by being together, we can always make a difference. So with that, thank you so much po.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Ma'am Kay.
Okay, bye-bye Ma'am Christy. Okay, thank you sa imo hadiya. Og sa ako ang Agila Agila reporter, daghan kayong salamat Ma'am Elizabeth. Okay, so Ma'am Kay, mao to ato ang grabe no, ang ato apong correspondent dito pertigyod ka energetic Ma'am as in lupad yung tanang rehiyon 11 ug uban pa mga pag-greetings din na pertigyod ka kuan gyud as in maka-alive and kicking gyud kaayo. Nakainom gyud ni siya siguro og kuan Ma'am.
Hyper kayo?
Hyper kayo Ma'am. Yes. So karon Ma'am Kay, mosulod sa ato ang screen ang ato ang correspondent gikan sa Southern Davao Elementary School. Naa din ha si Sir Marvel Estival. Sir Marvel? Sir? Sir Marvel? Nakita na mo sa inyong ginapakita karon nga gina-video ninyo Sir Marvel. Ang mga panghitabo din ha. Sir, asa na ba ka sir? Sir, naka-mute pa ba ka sir? Naka-mute ka sir, palihog sir?
Hello sir, narinig niyo po ba ako?
Yes sir, dungog kayo sir. So kuan sir kung unsa na yung mga panghitabo din ha sa inyong tulunghaan karon. Go sir.
Opo. Yes sir.
Sir Marvel?
Yes sir.
Padayon sir.
Opo. Yes sir, so katatapos lang po ng presentation, pinakita po namin sa ating monitoring team sa the region yung video po na inanda, yung kabuuan po na ginawa natin from Monday hanggang kahapon po. And they also observed one of our teachers, Ma'am Nika. She actually demonstrated the online class. So right now, as you can see, they're actually currently talking to the Southern Davao Elementary School team, of course headed by my Ma'am Kai Arado. So they are giving some feedback. They are telling us the things that we need to know in order for us to improve. So yan po ang nagaganap sa kasalukuyan. And nandito po ang ating mga hand from the region and from the division. So kung nakikita niyo po, kausap po ngayon ni Ma'am Jean. If I'm not mistaken, hindi ko nakita yung mga mukha niya, diba? Parang si Ma'am Mary Jean po. Si Ma'am Kai and si Teacher Nika nag-demo po ng online class kanina. So yan po ang nagaganap sa kasalukuyan. Highlight po namin kanina yung Bravo module delivery express natin. Highlight po natin na sigurado po tayo na safe po yung pag-deliver at yung retrieval ng modules at ng answer sheets naman pong panahon. So meron po tayong closed details na gagamit. Na-mention po natin kanina that we are also having close coordination with the barangay. So na-continue natin sa kanila na it's not only the teachers who are going through burden days, kasali po ang barangay, ang ating mga club leaders at barangay initiative. And they are helping us in distributing the modules and also with regard to the retrieval. Na-explain po natin sa kanila kanina na our parents can also contact us through Facebook, via our hotline, just in case they have some clarifications or mga katanungan po with regard to the processes, with regard to the lesson. So, madali pong contact ang Southern Davao Elementary School.
Sir Marvel?
Opo, yes sir.
Apo, Sir Marvel, pwede ba natin ma-interview yung isa sa ating mga division na monitoring team dyan na sumasabay po sa ating regional monitoring team? Sino po ang pwede natin makausap dyan sa field?
Nandito po malapit sa akin si Sir Peter. Baka pwede po natin makausap si Sir Peter Mejares.
Sige po.
Pwede ka po makausap ni Sir Jun daw po.
Sige po. Ayan.
Hello, Sir John.
Hello, Sir Peter. Magandang hapon
Yes, Sir
po sa
John.
inyo, Sir. Opo,
Magandang hapon.
Opo, Sir Pete, bigyan niyo po kami ng sa inyo naman pong pagsabay sa ating monitoring team. Ano po, ito na yung pangatlo yata ninyo or pang-apat na school na nadalaw. So far, sir, kumusta po ang inyong pang-apat po? So far, sir, kumusta po
panglima
ang
na, panglima.
Panglima na to, sir.
Panglima, kasi una yung maganda naman yung resulta sa aming paglilibot kasi yung mga hinahanap nila, nakita naman nila doon sa mga eskwelahan. Andoon yung andoon yung modular, andoon yung online, andoon yung blended. Dito kami ngayon sa Southern Davao, na blended yung ano nila. Nagpakita kanina si teacher ng pagtuturo niya online, English yung subject niya. Kaya ngayon, binibigyan na sila ng technical assistance o mga suggestions si Ma'am ni Chief Jean Aldeguer ng region. Yun ang kaganapan ngayon dito.
Okay po. Sir, kayo bilang po isa sa ating division monitoring team, ano po, sir? Kumusta po ngayon ang kahandaan, sir, ng Southern Davao sa iyong assessment po? Handang-handa na po ba ang Southern Davao para po sa darating na pasukan?
Handang-handa na po sila, Sir June, sa darating na pasukan.
Okay, ayan, napaka-good news niyan, sir, dahil nga po nakalima na kayong paaralan at so far maayos po na nakapagsahimpapawid ang ating mga correspondents at naibahagi nga po nila, lalong-lalo doon sa Malatives kanina, dito din po sa Konsolasyon. Yung kakatapos nga lang po namin na kausap ni Ma'am Kay at dyan po ngayon sa Southern Davao ay talagang lahat po ng nabisita ng schools ng ating regional monitoring team ay maayos po at pumasa sa kanilang paglilibot patungkol nga po doon sa isinasagawang dry run. Yan po ay isang magandang balita para sa atin, sir, Sir Peter, sa ating sangay.
Tama ka, Sir June. Yung 5 eskwelahan na napuntahan namin, handang-handa na sila para sa darating na pasukan.
Okay po. So, Sir Peter, maraming salamat po sa iyong panahon at oras na inilaan sa amin para kayo makapanayam po namin ng live sa ating virtual streaming po natin dito sa pagsasagawa natin ng dry run. Okay po, Sir. Ingat po kayo.
Salamat din po.
Sige
salamat.
po, Sir.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye po, Sir. Ingat po kayo. Sir Marvel?
Yes, sir.
Opo, Sir Marvel, kanina po habang andyan po ang ating correspondent, ating mga monitoring team, meron po ba kayong, ano po ba yung mga kaganapan na hindi namin nakita sa camera kanina? Ano pa po ba ang ginawa ng ating mga regional monitoring team aside doon sa inobserbahan yung ating online teacher? Meron po ba silang inobserbahan din po ba nila yung ating paghahanda sa ating mga safety protocols dyan?
Opo, tama po. Basically, iniisa-isa nila po yung mga bagay na dapat pinaghahandaan natin. Pero nung kanina po, nung pumasok na po sila, para klaro na lang po, siguro pwede natin puntahan yung hand washing area namin at yung Grab a Module Delivery Express para lang po ma-highlight dahil these are few things of these are few of the things that we have actually prepared that they also checked earlier. So eto po ang Grab a Module Delivery Express na gamit ng school. Meron po kaming 3 gamit. Kung nakikita niyo po dun sa may unahan, yun po ang hand washing area namin. Meron na pong mga alcohol, meron na pong sanitizer dun po sa may bandang gate din po. So handang-handa po ang Southern Davao Elementary School sa mga bagay na ito. So sigurado po na lahat ng papasok sa paaralan ay safe. Gagawin po natin ang lahat, masigurado lamang na ang lahat ay safe. Yun na nga po, no face mask, no face shield, no entry, and meron po tayong thermal scanner. Ayan, hawak-hawak ni Manong Guard po. And meron po tayong alcohol kanina. And nakikita niyo ulit ngayon itong mga vehicles na gamit namin sa Grab a Module Delivery Express. So, handang-handa na po. Kanina rin po, nung pagpasok ng ating monitoring team from the region, ipinalabas po namin yung kabuuan ng video na inihanda namin. And I believe na ipasa na rin po yun sa inyo. Ito po yung... so nakita na po nila at ipinaliwanag po natin sa kanila kung anong nangyari, anong ginawa natin since Monday. Kaya yun po.
Sa inyo naman pong ano sir, sa inyong pananaw sir, dahil doon sa meron nga tayong pinakitang videos ano, this is a documentation video mula ng day 1 natin hanggang sa ginagawa po nating dry run ngayon sa araw na ito sa monitoring mismo ng ating regional people, ating mga regional kasama natin sa regional office ay sir, kumusta naman po ang kanilang naging reaksyon sa paghahanda po kahit na ito ay hindi nila aktual na nasilayan itong ating paghahanda pero dahil nga po meron tayong komprehensibong documentation, ano naman po ang naging reaksyon nila patungkol rito?
Sa palagay ko po ay sila ay namanghari naman sapagkat kung hindi po ako nagkakamali bago po tayo pumunta doon sa Grab a Module Delivery Express, doon sa may hand washing area, baka narinig niyo po na ang mga tao ay nagpalakpakan pagkatapos ng ginawang assessment at pagkatapos ng pagbibigay ng feedback. Hindi ko po nakausap ang mga heads natin from the region as they are still talking as of the moment. Pero sa palagay ko po, base sa impresyon na narinig ko at nakita ko, mukhang positibo po. Malaki ang paniniwala ko sapagkat ginawa rin po namin ang lahat upang maghanda ng maayos.
Okay po, maraming salamat Sir Marvel Estebal sa ganung balita. Ano po? Sana makapanayam natin ang isa sa ating mga regional personnel po dyan na andyan ngayon sa monitoring team. Kung maaari meron na ba pwede nating makausap dyan, either si Ma'am Jean Aldiger, ang team head po, o di kaya si Sir Manuel Vallejo?
Opo, papasok po ako ngayon doon sa e-room po namin. Kakapanayin po natin si Sir Manny. I believe, parang kakatapos lang po ata ng kanilang feedbacking, so baka pwede natin makumusta ngayon. Hindi ko po alam kung baka parang mag-picture taking po ata sila. Sandali lang po.
Sige po sir, no problem po. Ayan.
Regional StreamYard. Inyo division na no?
So nandito po ngayon sila.
So we will start with the regional.
Kasi Sir Marvel actually nag-update din yan sila sa ating regional StreamYard.
Opo, yun nga po ang sabi ni Sir Manny ngayon at yun po at ang ginagawa nila. So baka hindi po natin sila pwedeng istorbohin muna, pero baka pagkatapos nito, kung meron pa pong oras, nagpapaalam na po ngayon sila sa atin dito sa Southern Davao Elementary School. Titingnan natin kung makakasingit tayo at makakapanayam natin sila kahit sandali para malaman lang kung ano ang mga bagay na gusto nilang sabihin.
Sige po. Antayin natin sila.
Opo, mukhang busy pa po sila doon sa may regional monitoring po sa may StreamYard. So,
okay lamang po. Yes po. Kasi, alam niyo po Sir Marvel, ngayon po ay dalawa po ang ginagawa nilang pagsasahipawid, ano? Meron sa region at meron din po sa division.
If you've noticed that throughout the day, we've been here in Panabo City Division, but I tell you, we are now in Southern Davao Elementary School. Yay! You must know that this school was a winner of the Watch Implementation. So you better watch out how this school prepared for the August 24 opening of classes, wherein they choose the online modality and at the same time modular type of modality and at the same time blended. So this afternoon I will give you now the view to the principal of Southern Davao Elementary School. Can you share it to the regional office how you made preparation of the school in the opening of for our school opening this August 24, 2020?
Okay, so with that, I believe that our teachers is already ready because of the series of seminars, and we also I also introduced to them our LCP together with other stakeholders like the Barangay Council, the Park leaders, and partner stakeholders, so that everything is going well. And also in the preparation of our materials, some of the teachers are also doing some worksheets along with the MELT now. So even though we're still waiting for the modules, but we are preparing it for this 24th. And actually, next week will be our orientation to the parents. We did not do the orientation ahead because we waited for this dry run. so that we will know what are some of the challenges, and maybe we can modify also with our LCP. And that is why with the during the dry run, and we found out that our LCP is really not that feasible for the children. So there are some changes on it, and we are addressing it. But we're very lucky that my teachers also, my team is very supportive, as well as with our PSSS and our division office, headed by Sir Natis.
Well, this is about like a press conference because at the same time, there is another live streaming from the division level. Hey!
Yes.
Continue, extract the energy of the air.
Okay, so there is no such thing as it's impossible because we always make things possible because it's possible things is already an opportunity for our elementary schools will deliver the instruction in any type of modalities as long as it is agreed by the parents, stakeholders, and at the same time the school community. With that, good luck, Southern Davao Elementary School, ready for the Educalidad 2020 August 24 opening. Congratulations,
Marge, you have something to ask. Go on, please. You have something to ask. Go on.
So ayan, Ma'am Kay, no? We are watching live also the coverage of the regional office with our regional monitoring team. And we will just wait for their time to finish para makausap din po natin ang ating regional team dyan, ang ating correspondent na si Sir Marvel.
We're very much proud because we exceeded our last year enrollment. So it became 106% now. So maybe because of our advocacy. So that's why we're very happy that from 1,023 and we are already now 1,008.
Marami nag-enroll kasi maganda daw ang principal.
Some challenge what is it? One big challenge on you in the school head para sa ating panibala na klase.
Okay, the big challenge is the cooperation of our stakeholders, particularly our parents. Because when we interviewed our parents last time, is that they said that their responsibility is much bigger now. That is right. So we believe that maybe that challenge is that they could hardly tutor their children. That is why we are looking something on that, like para teachers or volunteers to help them. But very active, our group leaders are very active in supporting it. That is why they are looking some professionals to help those parents that are not very good or because there are some illiterate.
Okay, I believe that the LCP continues, no?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so the discussion goes on here, live streaming the division
And
level.
before that, we would like to
Okay.
tell you, Marge, the regional office, that the division of Panabo City, working supervisors are here supporting for the school. We have here our supervisors.
Yes, sir. Kaway-kaway naman dyan. Our PSDS, yung division supervisor. Okay, kasama namin. Okay, thank you so much, ma'am.
Video.
Pwede
pakita ng video.
Waiting for you, division live streaming. Okay,
Hello, Sir June.
Yes.
Hello. Yes, Sir June, nandito po sa akin gilid na yun si Ma'am Jean. Baka gusto niyo pong tanungin, gaya ng inyong sinabi kanina. Ma'am Jean, okay lang po?
Yes, ayan.
Hello,
Ma'am Kay?
hello, Sir June. Yes, Sir June.
Yes, Ma'am
Wala na
Jean.
akong itatanong pa. Sa ngayon, wala na akong itatanong. Kaya parang karing covered na nila lahat yung gusto nila makita. Ang akin na ilubos sa pagpapasalamat. As I've been saying, for all that has been and will be gratitude to the member of our hearts, especially for this monitoring conducted in the Division of Panabo City. Kasi nga, kami yata sa Division of Panabo City may pinakamaraming schools na inendorso para i-monitor or mag-test run aside from the schools na hindi monitored, but other schools are conducting the test run even if they aren't monitored this week, because they really have to see for themselves what's going to happen, especially this coming August 24, and even before that August 24 comes, they should have seen in advance what is it that they want to see on August 24, Doc Jean.
Yes, Doc, I would like just to relate to you that one thing good with the positive reflection that they had during your series of dry run here in your division, they noticed and they realized that those who they planned, some of it are not feasible and some of it are feasible. That's why they have that thought of enhancing the plan that they've made, which will suit to the needs really of what is the call. So with that, Doc, I'm very thankful, and I would like to extend my congratulatory to Southern Davao Elementary School. It's because many observations they've made, many observations they gathered, but then they still have that positivity of changing those observations to what it should be for the benefit of our learners. Just like if some parents after the first dry run, some parents realize that they don't have much time of sitting down with their children for the whole day because they could no longer do other tasks in the house or other tasks that calls their attention. So the principal realized that she needs to revisit her plan, and she needs to revisit the schedule that they've made so that it will suit to the needs of both parents and the children, because we also need to understand the plight of our parents in this situation. And then even if parents would say, I'm for sure, even if parents would say that they are very busy, the responsible is now in their shoulders compared to the responsibility of the teacher. But for sure, there is still there the support. It's only up to their tongue, but for sure the support is always for their children and for the school. So with that, I would like to congratulate Panabo City Division for initiating the first dry run, the second dry run, and this time the monitoring team of the regional office really witnessed and heard how they still have to improve their implementation for the good of our coming of the opening of the classes. So congratulations this Southern Davao
Yeah.
Elementary School. And imagine, Doc, their teaching force here, most of them are still very young. So I told them, your principal is has that high energy, so you need to equate with the energy of your principal. Or you principal should equate also the techie, the high-tech technology thinker of the new generation type of teacher. So this school is very blessed. So with that, Doc,
Indeed,
congratulations.
indeed.
God bless.
Thank you very much, Doc Jean. And I'm really very, very happy to have heard from you na yung realization were drawn personally by the school heads and the teachers in the school. Kasi mas maganda kasi yung meron kang ginawa, tapos nakita mo na hindi akma yung ginawa mo, ikaw mismo ang nakakita na hindi akma yun, at ikaw maghanap ng paraan, magpatulong sa iba kung paano ayusin ang mga bagay-bagay upang maging akma. Ito para sa parating na opening ng klase. So, I'm glad that they have that realization to revisit, to revise, to make some revisions on the learning continuity plan. Kasi kung minsan ang iba they will be told na you change this, you change this. Sometimes minsan nag-aal sa kila yan. Pero it's good na sila mismo ang gustong mag-revise kasi nakita nila mismo na, meron talagang kailangan talaga ito. So self-retrospection is indeed very vital. And I would like to congratulate na lang din kasi nag-exceed pala ng 100% ang enrollment ng Southern Davao Elementary over the previous enrollment. And then, sabi niya, it is attributed to the help of the stakeholders. Siguro hindi. Siguro dahil maganda ang school head.
Yes, yes.
Ano mga teachers yung maganda rin.
Of course, parents would see that there is their quality in the school. Why they are into it. because there are so many schools here in Panabo City, and why they entrust their children here in this school. There is something in the school that makes the parent be comfortable of trusting entrusting their children here. Doc, another one.
One of the most notable
Yes.
thing also na notice ko kasi dyan, ang promptness nila, yung advocacy nila on we advocate time consciousness and honesty is very superb. So even with how they deliver, how they retrieve, how they do things, they're always making them ahead of time. Not just on time, but almost always ahead of time. Kaya nakikita-kita nila in advance kung ano ba ang pwedeng sumemplang, ano bang mag-workout or hindi mag-workout. Kasi nga, advance silang mag-isip at advance din silang mag-aksyon.
Yes, yes. In fact, Doc, I shared to the principal that learning styles of the students will vary sometimes. So it's good that if they have these both modalities, the modular at the same time the online, so both learning styles of the students will be catered in case the child would like to have the online rather than modular, so the school can still offer. In case the child would like online rather modular rather than online, still the school can offer. So meaning the school is flexible, very flexible, catering the different learning styles in a different learning modality. Congratulations.
Indeed. Yeah. So kumusta naman ang buong araw ninyo? Hindi ba kayo napasmo or na whatever?
No naman, Doc. Ang akin lang is that why they came out ready for August 24. It's not that you are my friend and Sir SDS is my friend. They are motivated to do the things that needs for them to do, and expand even. They even exceed to our expectation on how they will prepare. At first, April 14, we have that fear. How will the school prepare for the next coming school year? But imagine, in a span of time, because of dedication, resiliency of teacher, they were able to transform Department of Education from what it used to be to the new normal now of the Department of Education. And I am looking forward for my grandchildren in the future to choose what kind of modality that they would like to have, because Department of Education in the Philippines is already that ready, coming from this experience of this pandemic. And this pandemic brought opportunities for the Department of Education indeed. Thank you,
Indeed,
thank you.
Kaya mabuti naman. Pangilang school ba yan na visit nyo, Doc Jean?
For our team, this is already the 5th, and the second team, they will be completing 3 schools because those are very far-flung schools. So from Davao Oriental to Panabo City Division, we don't feel so tired because we are excited every schools that we will be visiting, because for sure, every school that we visit offers different from the other. Although the same modality, but yes, different modality. Although the same modality, Doc, pero iba-iba pagkahukad.
I remember when they presented their learning continuity plan, that time that they presented, yung mga school heads nag-present ang learning continuity plan, and they also have their management of communication, management planning on communication. And then we suggested, would you be able to come up with a crisis management team in the school? Kasi hindi lang learning resources ang kailangan nating i-address dito. Pag open ng klase, alam mo, merong mga hindi natin nakalain. Merong mga parents that they will go to the school and then they will do the all talak-talak there na parang ito, ganito mga problema. Hindi lang yun naman kasi yung kawalan ang maging problema. Merong mga nawewerla-werla na mga parents or mga estudyante na parang di pa nila ma-drawing, kumbaga kung ano ang gusto nila mangyari or mangyayari para sa kanila. And I was just so impressed because that school in Southern Davao Elementary School was able to come up with a very impressive flow of management communication team, and as well as team for crisis management on all forms, so that they would be able to address problems which may be serious, which may be urgent, which may be grave, and they have all the kinds of people who who will help resolve the issues and concerns that they will face if ever these issues and concerns come out during the opening of classes.
Kaya nga, Doc, I was so amazed na every time I ask question, may alternative kaagad si principal. She has this answer, but she has other option. So, offering, this is not the menu, and I'm offering another menu. And that is one thing good with her is because the passion, the commitment is there.
Yun, passion talaga. Kasi when a person is very passionate at doing things, mawala man ang lahat, when all things crumble, when the team is down, but once there is still that passion left in the heart, that would keep people moving, no? So,
Yes,
I just
yes.
encourage to everyone, to every school head, to every teacher, to every monitor, to every leader, yung pagiging passionate, na contaminating talaga siya. I know that we really can make this through despite the pandemic.
Yeah. It's
So
just
what's your next
be
itinerary after there?
after there, if since we will be waiting for the next for the group two, we will go back to the division and then we can do some chit chat if we still have time. But again, from the office,
Will we be provided with a feedback on the summary of your monitoring and the recommendations that you would give us? And if we will be provided, when would that be? So we also can include that in our local division Mancom.
okay. Yes, yes. By next week, Doc, matagal na yung Wednesday because we will be meeting. I will be meeting the team on Monday, and then they can already finish for sure Saturday, Sunday. They will finish their assignments. So by Monday, we will discuss it and we'll present it to Ma'am RD. Then we will give it to you by Wednesday. That is possible. So, ang
Ay,
amin lang,
thank
Doc,
you.
is that, oh yes, Doc, thankful lang ako ha, as a person in the regional office with a different lens, I'm very thankful that every school that I visit, they have different way of making school very prepared. Yeah, yun lang. Para bang, we have the same purpose, and we have the same objective, but why is it that we have different way of means of placing it needs to be placed, and amazing though.
Different folks, different strokes, and it would be good that we allow also people to do their own strokes in as much as they are the
Yes.
ones who very well know the context of their local. And mahirap din
Yes.
kasi pag tawag nito, mag-prescribe tayo sa kanila.
Yes, Doc.
Kasi
Oo.
parang mahirap din yung tawag
I-box.
nito, i-digest, no?
Yes.
I-digest.
Oo.
So I am glad
Yes,
too that
Doc.
the regional office, especially your team and the other teams in the regional office, allow us to do the things in the way we want them to be and see if these are feasible or not. And you're always there to back us up. Last Monday,
Yes.
Regional Director Evelyn joined us as we open our broadcast for the test run of the implementation of the school of the division. And I was just so glad that despite very busy, RD is still
Yes,
very
very
active,
supportive.
very
Yes.
supportive. Please extend our regards to her and to all other chiefs in the regional office as you
Yes, Doc.
report back to your station, Doc Jean.
Yes, that's for sure. Another thing, Doc, all of the schools that we visited, I really could see that from the planning phase, they went beyond monitoring phase. That is very good because the result of the monitoring serves as another work to do to improve the implementation. I am really looking into the result of the monitoring because if we really put in place everything, feedback from the monitoring should be also given attention and given focus to improve our implementation. Congratulations! Congratulations! So,
Yeah.
database talaga tayo, Doc. Thank you, Doc.
Yeah, that's actually basically parang the framework that we apply specifically on the test run, the PDIM, the
Yes.
preparation, delivery, implementation, and monitoring. Plus, it will be completed when the results of the monitoring will be given to us, and our own monitoring also in the division will be consolidated and will be communicated back to the schools. Then I believe that this can even make better our conduct of the different modalities in the division based from what the school chooses to adapt in terms of delivery of the curriculum.
Yes. Yes, Doc. In fact, I even observed the division supervisors who are with me during the monitoring. They're also keen observers of parang saluhin, Doc. Bawat talk ko, parang sinasalo nila ang, or parang may gist of getting what is the thought all about, so that for sure in your planning, in your mancom also, they can share what they observe in every schools that they visited. Those are voices of the clients. For continuous improvement, Doc, I'm still into
Yes,
CI.
yes,
For
CI pa
continuous
rin.
improvement. Yes,
And we
CI
will
pa rin.
always
Yeah.
challenge, we will always challenge the status quo, no? Upset
Yes, Doc.
what is constant. Bali, challenge talaga natin because if we would remain constant, parang lousy na rin, no? Parang
Yes, Doc. Yes,
nakaka-demotivate
Doc.
din. But if you are
Yes, Doc.
always very eager to go out from the comfort zones and get into the courage zones, I know that we can do a lot more, and a much better thing to do and to expect also in the end.
Yes, Doc. Okay. Thank you, Doc. Good afternoon. Thank you very
Yes,
Yes, good
much.
ma'am.
afternoon. Maraming
Maraming salamat,
salamat.
Ma'am Jean. Thank you so much, ma'am. Kasi hindi man po na kanina narinig na po namin yung pagbabalita niyo po sa region na ang Southern Davao Elementary School ay talagang handang-handa na para sa darating na pasukan. Thank you so much, Ma'am Jean, for your time, for allowing us
Yes.
also to our correspondent to interview you, and we are very happy to have you here in our division. And meron pa yata kayong huling school o wala na po ba kayong huling school na bibisitahin, ma'am? Meron pa bang isa?
Not as of this moment, but for sure there will be future visitation of schools lang. Para bang ano lang, para bang hearing the voices of the clients once it's already implemented after after August 24.
Yes, ma'am, and we are very,
Okay.
very much happy to welcome you again together with your team here in our division. Once again, Ma'am Mary Jean Aldiger, our FTAD Chief, the Field Technical Assistance Division Chief of the region, who is the team leader of the regional monitoring team for Panabo City. Thank you so much, ma'am. God bless po sa inyo. And of course, thank you so much also to Sir Manny, to Ma'am Juliet there, to Dr. Barneha at saka kay Sir Ronnie na andoon din po sa kabilang team. Nasa kasalukuyan po, nasa AOF sila ngayon, AO Florendo National High School going to Sindaton National High School also. Ma'am Jean, thank you so much po.
Thank you. God bless everyone,
Mabuhay po
Panabo.
kayo.
Sulong Edukalidad. Panabo City
Yes.
Division. Sulong Edukalidad. Southern Davao.
Ajamay!
Southern Davao Elementary School. Aja!
Aja, Laban
Aja,
Japan po.
aja.
Thank you. Ayan. Sir Marvel, huling hirit na lang sa tag-init, ano? Huling hirit sa malamig na hapon. Maaari ba natin makausap ang iyong pinakamaganda at pinakabatang fresh na Ma'am Kai Arado, ang iyong school head?
Oo naman po, sandali lang po, tatawagin ko po si Ma'am Kai.
Okay, so ayan, talaga nagse-celebrate Ma'am Kay ang Southern Davao. Kanina po nakita natin sa video as they are on live also with the regional streaming, ay talagang kitang-kita natin. Ayan na si Ma'am Kai. Ma'am Kai!
Yes, Sir June. Hi!
Oh,
Hello
kumusta
po, Ma'am
na? Kumusta
Kai.
ang feeling?
Na-relieve naman medyo grabe yung preparation namin from day 1 to day 5 until now. But then it really feels good because we found out the different challenges in our school and most especially in our LCP. And we found out that our LCP presented it was well presented, but then not feasible to some of our learners. That is why we have some modification on it, and that is why also teachers are also adaptive on those changes. So parang pag i-present po pala, iba pala yung talaga sa implementation po.
Iba
Ganun
na.
po.
Yeah. Parang ito, expectation versus reality, and this is the reality
Yes
now.
po, yes po, yes po.
So there are
Correct.
things that think na ito na, but then they turn out not the way they are expected to be. So I am just glad that you have that kind of realization, Kai, and
Yes,
have
ma'am. Yes,
that
ma'am.
desire also together with your teachers to be working together on how you be able to make amendments on your plan. Kaya nga, plan nga yan kasi
Yes
that
po,
is
yes
only
po.
subject for
Yes.
revision, no, for editing. So
Yes
we
po.
do not basically close our minds to whatever plans we have, in as much as we are all dynamic. So go lang ng go lang ng go. If there
Yes
are
po,
those
yes po.
changes, then we change. And I'm glad that you are taking that kind of positive mind about changing and continually changing for the better.
Because every now
Yes.
and then din po kasi, I am asking some suggestions to some principals on how they also doing their modular online, especially to Panabo City Senior High School. I am very glad that
Oo,
Mami is
napansin.
also very supportive to us. Yes po,
Na-mention
they
niya
are
ni
very
Mama Arnett
supportive to us. Yes
That's
po,
what
because there are
that's
some,
why I always say na our school should not be competing with each other.
yes,
Instead, we
yes,
must
yes.
be collaborating with each other, not for competition, but for collaboration.
Yes po, because
Yes.
I believe that Mamina also could also help me. So that is why I went to her, then asked some suggestions, and she really helped me. That is why this is very successful, and I'm very glad that they are also part of us. And to my team also, I'm very happy that they are very supportive in our endeavor in Sounder Davao Elementary School.
Yes
Jai,
po, Ma'am
okay.
Akay.
Meron akong request sa iyo actually. There is
Ayan,
one
sige
request
go,
I
Ma'am.
have. In as much
Po,
as
po.
the observation in your school is impressive, based from the pronouncement by the regional monitors, hopefully too that you also can extend assistance to other school heads who might be needing your assistance on how to go about blended learning and the flipped classroom, and also on the implementation of the blended learning modality. Kasi we see it na nakikinig-kinita namin that you can be giving the best implementation, and it would even be more than the best if you too can bring along other schools to be doing their best by sharing your best practices to them. So please open your lines also to them as usual that you've been doing, para mas maraming matulungan at mas maraming mga magagandang mangyayari sa mga schools natin out of our enjoined efforts, especially on helping, coaching, mentoring, and collaborating with each other.
Yes, ma'am. We are very much honored also if we could help. And this is because also of our team. So, ma'am, open lang kami, ma'am. Pwede kami makatulong.
Yeah. Yan talaga, Ma'am Kai. Tulungan po tayo.
Actually,
And of
ma'am,
course,
actually in our
yes.
project watch po is that some of the schools here in Panabo North is that we are adopting them. There are at least 6 schools who would like to be adopted in our program. So we have series of orientation to them. So that's one project that we have now in our project watch. Yung parang they are asking on how to implement it. So maybe with that, I have the idea now that you have given to me. Maybe I can also share with our different modalities, strategies. So it could be part of it also. Yes po.
Ang iba, ang nakikita ko kasi problema ng iba, no? Kasi parang ayaw nilang malamangan, kaya ayaw nilang mag-share. Pero okay ba kasi sa akin? If I will see that the one I've shared with, nilampasan ako, ay mas happier ako. Kasi naging effective ako sa sharing ko sa kanya. So we should not be threatened. That's what I'm trying to drive out to the rest of the school heads, that we should not be threatened na malamangan tayo. Because actually, we should not be fostering more on competition. But it should be
Yes,
more
ma'am.
about helping each other. Paano ba yan? First ka nga, ikaw lang naman nag-iisa dyan. Tapos ikaw na lang palagi.
Yes, yes.
That means wala kang means of, wala kang way of radiating the light. Parang nakakontain ka
Yes,
lang.
yes.
So kahit gaano ka pa kaganda, kung napapaloob ka lang ng isang kaban, wala pa rin, di pa rin
Yes
makikita
po.
yung ganda mo. Di ba?
Because here in Southern Davao, ma'am, we care, we share, we excel.
Yeah, that's the watch spirit, no? I may mention with Dr. Jean Aldeguer, kung siguro one of those that I see na nakakatulong din, bakit maganda yung implementation ng TESRA ng Southern Davao. Kasi they are advocates for watch, and the promptness that they do is specifically on the delivery, on the preparation of the delivery, and on the implementation is very well done diligently and promptly. Kasi kahit pa man maganda yung mga activities
Yes, ma'am.
natin, yung mga plano
Yes,
natin,
yes, yes.
pag late tayo ng late, wala pa rin. Kung
Yes po,
pepeke
yes
po
po.
natin, walang sense of honesty, peke ang lahat.
Yes.
At the end, wala ring mangyayari. Lalabas pa rin yung mga baho. So, mabuti
Yes
na
po,
rin
yes
yung
po.
transparent. And that we see also in your school and in the rest of the schools here in Depe Division of Panabo City. So, thank you very
Yes,
much,
yes,
Kai.
yes. Thank you very much, Ma'am Kay.
Pwede na ka mag-minyo.
Pwede na ni ma'am, pwede na ni.
Ayan.
Pwede na ni ma'am?
Pwede na.
Pwede ma'am, pwede. Pwede na.
Pwede na.
Pwede na kayo na, ma'am. Okay. Ma'am Kai, once again po, congratulations. Ayan. Yes, Sir Marvel. Okay. So, Sir Marvel, yes, ito ma'am, yung huli ngayon para sa kanilang team, but we are now contacting our correspondent po doon sa AOF. However, ma'am, yung kanina, ipapakita ngayon yung mga videos na nangyari naman po sa Rizal Elementary School kasi medyo mahina ang connection nila. But they managed to cover the happening there sa Rizal. Ipapakita natin after the video of Sindaton and the Southern. And then yung isinisend ngayon ng AOF, ma'am, kasi mahirap daw po ang signal nila doon. So magsisend po sila ng vid ngayon doon sa pangyayari naman po sa sa AOF National High School. Pasalamatan natin na ngayon, ma'am, si Sir Marvel. Sir Marvel, ang iyo pong mga huling sports hirit.
Yes, sir. Then again, we thank you for allowing us to share everything that we did here. I know it took us time, but we are happy that we are given the time to share everything today, and hopefully we will be able to open the class on August 24 with the bang still. Kahit na merong mga challenges, we are ready. We are actually guided with 4 things here in Southern Davao Elementary School. First, letter G, we set a goal. So we have a plan. Second, letter O, that's obedience towards the goal. That's why we do all the necessary preparation. Ginagawa po namin lahat. Letter D, that's the third, determination in reaching our goal. Kaya kahit anong challenges, gagawin natin ang lahat. Hindi tayo susuko. At pang-apat, summarize lang po natin yung God, God. So alam po namin na hindi lang kami dito. Meron pong somebody doon sa taas na tutulong sa amin. That's why we are quite confident that we will be able to deliver come August 24. Asahan niyo po, lalo na sa ating mga parents, that we will continue to give our best, and we promise to still provide quality education to all our learners. For the last time, I am Marvel Estable reporting from Southern Davao Elementary School. I believe our video will be shown right now. I might not be able to come back later on, but thank you so much for the time, Sir June, and ASDS, Doc, Ma'am K. Hello po. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat.
Yeah, thank
Sir,
you very much too, Marvel. And I really
yes,
love your voice, no?
correct.
How, I
Di ba,
really
ma'am?
love your voice. Super voice talaga. So para madadagdagan na yung mga talents natin for correspondence and for magiging host ng mga StreamYard broadcast natin. Actually, to inform you in
Correct.
advance, SDS is planning to come up with a studio, broadcast studio in the division office and the other studio for TV broadcast also. And I guess makakaroon siguro tayo ng mga slots, especially getting this kind of people with a very powerful
Yes,
and very awesome voice. Wow.
correct,
Congratulations,
ma'am.
sir.
Ayan. Yan. Thank you, Sir Marvel. Of course, ma'am, yung meron kasi lang tagline in Panabo ay in Southern Davao. Ano yun, Sir Marvel? Gusto namin marinig yun, sir, kasi
Here,
napaganda. Yan. Sige, go ahead, sir.
Apo, here in Southern Davao Elementary School, we care, we share, we excel. SDS, the best.
Wow.
Ayun. Di ba, ma'am? Panalo, talagang panalo. Thank you so much, Sir Marvel. And looking forward to work with you again, sir, sa ating pamasusunod na mga pagsasahimpapawid ng mga fresh na balita sa iba pa nating mga advokasya dyan. Thank you po. God bless po sa inyo. Congratulations sa lahat po ng teacher natin dyan sa Southern Davao Elementary School and most especially sa kanilang punong guro na si Ma'am Caroline Arado. So Ma'am Kay, ngayon po i-show natin on screen sa ating mga viewers ang ginawa sa 5 days na dry run ng ating Southern Davao Elementary School. Sir Tai?
Sama niya mga eskwelahan eh, dako kaayo, lingaw na. Ngayon ako dagan-dagan, di ako kita sa akong classmates. Wala na. Kay piling mo dagan ug usab no.
Kellyan is one of Southern Davao Elementary School's most active pupils. Would he be able to handle his worries that the global pandemic has brought? Kellyan, life must go on, and so has education. According to Caroline Wright, you have to find a way to respect these new boundaries, but still live the version of life you are used to. That's what life is, regardless of circumstance. Almost 100,000 COVID cases are recorded in the country. All industries are affected, everyone in panic. With all the uncertainties around, how will the Department of Education rise from the challenge? Today, we will dig further into one of the most pressing issues our country is facing: education. I am currently at Southern Davao Elementary School, one of the most highly recognized institutions in Panabo City. Join me as I visit the truth behind the story. The Southern Davao Elementary School was able to bear the test of time steadfastly, that these present challenges in education could not shake SDE's solid foundation. Via comprehensive studies, brainstorming, and consultations, it has been decided that a school should follow the modular, online, and blended modalities to address the needs of the 1,080 pupils currently enrolled in SDES. This episode would give us a better understanding of the real scenario of how SDES would execute its classes for the academic year 2020-2021. This is teacher Veronica Corpus. She teaches grade 3 pupils in Southern Davao Elementary School. Before the pandemic, she used to come to school 30 minutes before the time. Nowadays, because of limited public transportation, she has to adjust and travel an hour earlier. Good thing she manages well and still arrives on time. Standing in front of the school's main entrance, she needs to follow the school's safety protocol. These are the following. First, no mask, no face shield, no entry. Second, social distancing must be properly observed. Third, stepping on the footbath before coming in. Fourth, pass through a thermal scanner. Fifth, sanitizes hands with alcohol or hand sanitizer, or proceed to hand washing area for proper hand washing. She will follow the same processes as she logs in to the school's biometrics. No mask, no face shield, no entry. Social distancing must properly be observed. Step on the footbath before coming in. Sanitizes hands with alcohol. Today, Teacher Nika is assigned in Purok 7A for the release and retrieval of worksheets. She is now organizing all the materials needed to be distributed. Checking and sorting the envelopes one by one, she notices that the grade 1 worksheets are still lacking. She inquires the logistics about the problem. The logistic officer then reproduces the materials using the backup supplies in the office. Now that everything is all set, Teacher Nika with her partner, Teacher Christine Hermosilia, prepare themselves to leave. The logistic officer carries the envelope to the Grab Module Delivery Express, which will take them to Purok 7A. Along the way, the van stops. A mechanical problem occurs. Teacher Nika contacts the backup van for the rescue.
Hello, Ma'am Jang. Ma'am, nasiraan po kami, ma'am. Kailangan namin ng backup. Okay, thank you.
When the backup arrives, they transfer the material to the other van. When they arrive at the place, the Purok leader and some parents are already eagerly waiting outside the Purok. The parents' exposure to the direct heat from the sunlight is very noticeable, so the school must provide tents that will serve as waiting sheds to parents. As they enter the building, they observe the same protocol. No mask, no face shield, no entry. Social distancing must be observed properly. Stepping on the footbath before coming in. Pass through a thermal scanner. Sanitizes hands with alcohol or hand sanitizer. The parents immediately fall in line in front of the purok. Using the same procedure, they enter the purok by batch. Each parent gives their child's name and grade level. while the teacher read through each envelope. After thorough checking of what's inside the envelope, the parent signs in the logbook for record purposes.
Chairman, may, opo, marami pa po kasing naiwan ng mga modules. So, pwede po ba na kayo na lang po ang mag-distribute sa mga parents?
Wala problema, ma'am. Kung sa mga ma'am, may attendance na siya, ma'am, igilin.
Opo, ito po ang distribution and retrieval of the self-learning modules. Ito po ay per grade level, kinder to grade 6, at returned by.
Opo, ma'am. Wala problema, ma'am.
Teacher Nika sits in front of the desktop where she holds her actual class. She immediately prepares her unit, as the online class will start in a short while. As she opens the unit, problem and connectivity occurs. She calls the help of the school ID, and yes, it was fixed. We understand that there is no royal road to learning. That is why, in this challenging time, we stay committed in providing quality education. There is no stopping. We are Southern Davao Elementary School. We care, we share, we excel. SDS, the best.
Wow, thank you so much, Southern Davao Elementary School, for that very comprehensive video presentation with what had happened during the first day of the dry run. Thank you so much for providing us a very nice storyline as well. kasi talaga nakita po natin yung pag-progress mula po doon sa kahandaan ng paaralan, papunta din po doon sa tinatawag nating sasagawa ng dry run from day 1. Of course, na ano natin, nakita po natin iyon lahat. Ano po, yun po ang ginawa ng Southern Davao sa nakaraang 5 araw o 4 na araw ng ating pagsasahimpapawid ng ating dry run. Okay, so for this time, we are going to show to you or to have here with us our correspondent from Rizal Elementary School. We have Ma'am Sheila Rose B. Amodia. Ma'am Sheila Rose. Ayan.
Afternoon po.
Hello, Ma'am Sheila Rose. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Sige, ma'am. Bigyan niyo muna kami ng kaunting pahapyaw na balita dyan, ma'am. Kanina po ay nadalaw kayo ng tanghali po. Tama? Tanghali na yon.
Yes
Marapit
po.
malapit na
Yes po.
tanghali
Dumating po
na
ang
yun.
regional monitoring team ng mga around 11:30. So dito na po sila nakapag-lunch, and then we were not able to show it to you live kasi since we did have our break. So we just recorded the video of their comments and impressions of our school since nakapag ano din po sila, nakapag-interview with our online teachers and with our curriculum head as well as our LIS coordinator on the status of the enrollment and of the school. Tapos po with our principal as well. And then, yun po, nag-record na lang po kami ng video since nagmamadali din po sila. They were going to Southern Elementary School. So yun po, we just recorded the video, and ito po yung video na ipapakita ko sa inyo during our interview with Ma'am Aldeguer and Sir Manny Vallejo po.
Okay, so I think Ma'am Kay will have some other information or query to you. So, ayan, Ma'am Kay, here is our correspondent from Rizal Elementary School. Sila po yung tanghali na nabisita ng ating regional monitoring team. At so sabi nga niya, ma'am, meron sila recorded video na naibahagi na sa atin at may Go ahead, Ma'am Kay. May nais ako pa idagdag, ma'am.
So far, wala naman. Maganda naman din yung mga feedback na naibigay ng mga regional monitors sa lahat ng mga all I can say is congratulate na lang our correspondents, basically our correspondents, as well as the school heads and all other teachers who work together in Rizal Elementary School to make your test run a successful one. Although there are some challenges that you hurdled along the time that you start with the implementation of the learning modality you are adapting in your respective school. But I know that there are always ways on how to solve the challenges, how to go through the challenges when, specifically if there's a will by everyone to be able to hurdle all these challenges. So, Ma'am Sheila Rose, thank you very much for your time
Thank you po,
and the
ma'am.
effort into this. Granted, saludo na all of you. And please extend our warmest regards to Ma'am Principal, Ma'am Ramelin.
Yes po.
And sana na-enjoy nyo lang din ang moment ninyo with our regional monitors, as well as na-enjoy nyo rin ang moment with some of our PSDSS and some of our education program supervisors who joined you along this day in the monitoring.
Yes, ma'am. We will po. We had, actually.
Okay, great.
Yes po.
So,
And
nasana si
now,
June.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now, Ma'am Kay, ipapalabas natin ang kanilang video sa nakaraang 5 araw nga po na kanilang paghahanda.
Yes po.
And of course, yung mismong tawag ito, reaction and interaction na ginawa din with our regional monitoring team. So, standby tayo, Ma'am Kay, at saka Ma'am Sheila, panoorin po natin itong lahat. At sa lahat po ng mga viewers namin, standby po kayo dyan at enjoy watching.
for our online modalities. What are the preparations that we have done to cater our online modality ng mga estudyante?
Afternoon. So, in behalf of the Sal Elementary School teaching staff, we have marami po kami ng preparations in preparation for the modality. On July 1st up to onwards, tracing of online pupils enrollment. So, nakita na namin yung 718 pupils. We print the list of online enrollees and assign them for that si teacher at saka si grade heads tumawag sa mga parents to clarify and to verify how far kung saan yung kausog ang ilang internet connectivity in preparation for the online classes. Ang school, together with the PTA, nagpalit yun ng phone or katugan tinutod lang to call up sa mga parents na kung ilang ang mga phone number na naka-indicate during the enrollment time. So, with the help also with our PTA stakeholders, sila yun ang nag-initiate to pay sa amuang installation, sa amuang mga additional internet connectivity, and the provision of mga loads, nag-ihatag sa mga teachers to verify and to follow up sa amuang mga bata. Sa kanina klase, ang online modalities, the school, the first is meron kaming Globe at saka PLD internet connection, but ipunan pa yun siya sa mga PTA with the partnership with the WISE and iba na Panabo para Wi-Fi ready na yun ang school for this purpose upon normal education.
Kaya ang arrangement, the platform itself is new. Sure. So, mga ano po din kanang ako sa kanina taman, navigate ang taman ng LMS. Kailangan din siya i-familiarize, kailangan pa siya studyhan, kailangan pa na maglalakad siya sa mga account. So, nakamuna-muna din na hindi kita
try nato kasi makatulog na si Mama Ampong para napa siya i-instruction sa inyo. And dili magpataka og comment children. Importante gid kaayo. Kaning chat box official na. Walay mag-hi dinhi.
So mag-pray ta bago ta sugod sa ang klase.
By clicking the arrow, you already heard what is the instruction. Para makita gid ninyo ang full content.
Panlipunan, the math, and the science. Okay, so among these three subjects, math ang akong giplastar. So, i-click ninyo na, then you will hear the audio clip being inserted. Itself will explain to us what is the process of class. This is the banner. Okay? Since nangayo man si Koan, given o code, akong i-post sa chat box. Directly. Mauna ang code. I-enter na dito sa dialog box, ayo o aning code.
Okay. Mao ni ang LMS. Mao ni ang Department of Education Learning Management System. So unsa ang naadinhi? Naadinhi tong mga courses nga i-enroll sa bata.
Sa alphabet, Binisaya. Then, yun na. Kini ang letrang M, dako ug gamay. Ang tingog niya, kini ang letrang.
Okay. So, ang letrang
Oh! Oh no!
Tanawa ko sa baba. Isa pa. Good. Karon. Kung papel sa inyong kilid.
Teacher, human nami si Shabi Mailwas.
Isay mag-online, isay blended, isay kumain. Kal-out na ako. Online. Tapos, katong sa pagkakita na mo sa inyong ani, nakita na mo dito. Ipanawagan pa yun na mo, kalkulano mo. Tapos, kumusta inyong internet connectivity sa balay?
Anong nakapili man mo nga mag-online siya? Anong naka-decide mo?
Kuanon ma'am, since diri sa ako ang among gikuyan ron, naamang ko'y internet connection permanente.
So, if there are any problems,
mas okay po siya karon nga setup kay murag ma-appeal po di sa ilahang learning kay pag mahanok ka ba kay sa ilahang kung sa batasan nila kay before dili pa ko na mo makita o kung sa ilahang sa sila paminaw sa teacher. Ito lang yung mag-guide sa balay nga. Ganahan, gani. Abot o ginabuhat, mabuter ko. So at least karon makita kung namo kung sa ilahang.
Dali ra ka kasulod.
Dali ra man pag kumusulod ma'am, pero usahay pag hinay ang internet ma'am kay ma-disconnect ka.
Unya, unsa man ang imuhag, giganahan ka nga mag-online ka, ganahan ra ka, okay ra imo online class.
Apa.
Okay ra ka, unsa yung mga
kuwan man kung sa siguro kung sa disadvantage una kay kanang siguro nga connection din sa internet mo may encounter na mo o kay plug ka out gani o una kanang nya pareha nang para karon di ba nag set up ka nami sa gawas kay usahay kung ang among gadget di camera siguro namo ani dili ba high definition.
Hi guys and welcome to another episode of Dldm. Today's shop visit we're here at school headquarters, which is a little bit different so we're inside school headquarters and you know, like a testament to the meticulous
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
It's too much to drop off. This is a sales pilot for the EG6. So where is this going to? Thailand. Just gonna take this back right now. Okay. So let's go upstairs on the second floor to have a look at their facility, which is
Dldm. And this is our guest from digital monitoring team. We have Ma'am Jean Aldeguer. We also have Sir Manny Barrejo and our principal, Ma'am Ramilin F. Atalan. We would just like to know, Ma'am, if what are your impressions in our school regarding our implementation of the online modality po?
Good afternoon, everyone. We are now at Rizal Elementary School, and we already seen the video, and at the same time, we talked to the principal, the readiness of the school, the actions they've made, at the same time, the preparation from the conceptualization to its implementation this August 24. For sure, the school is now very ready in terms of the implementation of the online modality. In fact, we during the discussion with the principal, she shared to us the flaws of the implementation, which we took it really and we need to share it to the regional office that like internet connectivity, and at the same time the time that the students will log in, and at the same time the preparation of the students before the actual online teaching with the teacher. So with that, we could see that the school really, together with the decision of the parent, the learning modality that the school chose was coming from the survey which parent really decided for their children. But along the way during their first dry run, they noticed that some of the parents would like, instead of having the online, would like to have the modular. Maybe it's because it needs a lot of time for parents to sit down with their child and in connection with tutorial or teaching with a child. With that, the school also offer, if the child could not do online, correct me if I'm wrong, the school also will be offering the modular to the child. So I guess there a dual preparation that the school is having for us to really deliver the quality education for our children. Ma'am, can you share your piece so that the regional office also could hear what needs to be the preparation that you've had, and at the same time what needs to be improved in the implementation of the modalities that you've chosen?
Thank you po, Doc Jane. In behalf of Rizal Elementary School teachers and staff, siguro in terms of the online modalities that we encounter sa mga problema, mga disadvantage and mga advantages. So, we set rules for how to use, kasi yan ang problema minsan si bata nagda lang, minsan si bata, si parent naglakaw-lakaw lang. So, we decided to have the house rules, the do's and don'ts, preparation for the incoming class, for the online class, and at the same time, we set for mga standards, schedules, labi na si Rizal, nakadako sa school, we have scheduled already the releasing of additional modules for the module class and the online class also. Iba-iba sila ng schedule, the same time si teacher. And at the same time, the partner agencies, mga partner namin, both public and private, nagpasalamat po mi sa PTA with a strong partnership and the stakeholders sa paghatag ng ayuda in terms of additional internet connectivity. So kung si school ang pangutan-on, as of the moment, murag halos tanan na mga provider na ana si school. We have the PLDT, we have the Globe, we have the Panabo Cable provider and the WISE. So kung magkaaberya sa isa ka connections, naapamidaghan nga ika suporta. So for that, siguro along the way makita na to nga si school ready na for the online. Ang amo lang nakita is sa mga bata na side, basin magka-problema sa ilahang connection sa ilahang balay. So, na from time to time, si online teacher at the same time, the school and the parents, naagyo'y constant monitoring and meeting nga gina-follow up para mapakita yun namo pagsugod karong August 24 kung how far o asa pag yun ang dapat natong i-improve. So, kana lang siguro in behalf of Rizal Elementary School family, thank you kayo Doke, Sir Manny, and the rest of the division personnel nga niani gyud sa Rizal despite sa kabisi sa kadaghan sa mga activity, but tagaan gyud og importansya to check and malipay pud mi aron maka-feedback pud nga naa pa gyud ay mga kakulangan. So along the way dako kay siya nakita, even if ang among gi-submit for grade 6 pero ni try gyud ni sa uban ng mga grade level para makita namo nga lahi gyud si grade 6, lahi gyud ang implementation ng grade 1, and lahi gyud pud ang approach nga among gihatag for the grade 6 as pupils kaysa mga implementation na gihatag pud sa mga lower grades. So nakita namo ang mga advantages and disadvantages sa bawat grade level nga naa karon sa school. So thank you kaayo for coming to Rizal.
Yay!
So Sir Manny,
Okay, may dagdag pa siya.
to sum it up, I could sense that, or I could see that, and I would conclude that the school is catering the different learning styles of the child, because even if it's online, there is still that hard copy there for a child to do it as modular. So meaning there are children who are auditory, so they can just listen it online, and there are students also who are visuals, and they wanted really to see the hard copy or what is written there in the modular. So with that, I could sense that the school really is catering the different learning styles of the child, catering also giving through the modalities that the child will use, because the school is already preparing. And take note, if you want to see the internet connectivity here, the service provider here in the country, it's here in Rizal Elementary School. Because you see the Globe, the Smart, and even the PLDT, and even the cable are their service providers. So with that, I guess that is really in the sulong educalidad, especially Rizal Elementary School. Good luck.
Okay. Those are the words from the expert, Doc Jean Aldegar. I should say that the modular and online are perfect choices of Rizal Elementary School for the learners who are living in the urban zone. Okay, that is why pala there are 5,000 plus learners. The influx of enrollees coming from the private schools. And that is the manifestation that this school is really inviting, portraying, displaying, ano pa, concretizing that this school is offering such needs for our learners. And then we would like to congratulate Ma'am Antalan. Congratulations kanya. Okay.
Another thing, the way I've listened to the sharing coming from our principal, I conclude that the school is independent in itself. Would you imagine that each of grade level has its own photocopier bought by through the initiative of our principal, so that they will not be dependent on what the central office will be giving them, what the division and the regional will be giving them. So imagine the concept of being independent school has the capacity to really give what is best for our learners. So not only internet connectivity, different internet service provider, but as well as the access to have their own photocopier per grade level. That is already a big thing of having this why this school is very ready in the coming August 24 opening of classes. So congratulations to our principal. Congratulations everyone.
Rizal Elementary School, congratulations. Ma'am Antalan. Basta Panalo. Isa pa, Vico.
Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Together with our public schools
Okay. Ayan, thank you so much, Ma'am Sheila Rose Amodia, our correspondent there at Rizal Elementary School. Okay, so ayan, Ma'am Sheila,
Yes,
pasalamatan na po
yes,
natin.
Sir June.
Salamat kami, Ma'am, sa labas niyo pong yun, narinig namin mula sa ating monitoring team na napakaganda din po ng nangyari dyan sa kanilang experience sa pag-monitor sa inyong paaralan po. And of course, we thank you so much for being our correspondent also. And congratulations din po kay Ma'am Ramelin Antalan na bilang school head po ninyo dyan ay talagang napakaganda po ng kanilang leadership. Narinig po natin yun mismo sa ating mga regional monitoring team. So Ma'am Sheila, maraming salamat po at mabuhay po kayo.
Thank you po, Sir June. We would also like to thank our team, the documentation team, as well as our teachers online, our principal, Ma'am Antalan, Ma'am Mihares, Ma'am Ambong, our grade heads, the rest of our grade heads, our teachers, and the rest of us who have helped us with all the videos, with all the presentations. Napakaraming salamat po para po yun sa ating lahat. Thank you very much po.
Yan, mabuhay po kayo dyan, Ma'am Sheila, and the rest of the team of Rizal Elementary School. Lahat po ng inyong mga kaguruan, and of course, once again, sa inyong punong guro na si Madam Ramelin Antalan. Thank you so
Yes,
much
sir.
at mabuhay po
Thank you
kayo.
so much, sir.
See you po sa mga susunod nating mga pagbibigay ng ating mga updates lalong-lalo sa darating na pasukan. Of course, pakakasama pa namin kayo bilang aming mga correspondents. Thank you po at maraming salamat. Mabuhay po kayo, Ma'am Sheila.
Okay. Thank you, Sir June. Bye-bye.
Bye po. Okay, sa punto pong ito ay mapapanood natin ang magkasunod na video po ng ipinadala po sa atin ng ating correspondent mula po sa Antonio O. Florendo National High School. Nais man po natin silang makasama dito ng live, gayon pa man po ay nahihirapan po sila sa kanilang signal, kaya po minarapat na lamang nilang magpadala ng kanilang update, ng kanilang video po doon po sa pangyayari, ginagawa nga po na monitoring sa kanilang paaralan. Kasama po dyan ang ating regional monitoring team na si Dr. Nermalyn Barneja at saka si Sir Ronnie Mercado. Okay po, at kasusundan po ang AOF Florendo National High School ng isa na namang video po mula naman po sa Sindaton National High School na nag-o-offer nga po ng tinatawag nating radio-based instruction. Hindi rin po natin sila makasama ng live, ang ating correspondent po doon, dahil nga din po sa kahirapan ng signal at nawawala talaga ang signal nila. Lalong-lalo na ngayon ang panahon, medyo hindi pa po okay. And of course, susundan ng Sindato National High School ang paghahanda o yung ginawang pagdodokumenta ng pangyayari ng Panabo National High School mula po day 1 hanggang day 5. At ang panghuli po niyan ay ang Panabo City Senior High School naman po na ipapakita sa atin ng ating streaming director na si Sir Tyron Dohali. And of course, congratulations po muli sa lahat ng nakasama natin mga correspondents sa siyampo ng mga paaralan. Mamaya po ay babangkitin ko sila isa-isa. And of course, sa lahat po ng mga school heads na patuloy na nanonood sa amin ngayon. At antabayanan nyo lamang po at panoorin nyo po ang mga videos na sumusunod.
Okay. Kanang Jen, kung may gibati mo Jen, sabihan nakadawat ka sa module. Na nag-usad una man, pero nakasabot na yapon ko katong pagkagayan. Nakabalo na ko ang saan pag-solve sa mga solution, then nakabalo na ko ang saan pag-answer. Eh, naaraman po nakabutang sa libro mo. Hinsay answer sa list. So, wala ba ka nalisodan? Wala may maestra naghatag sa lesson. Lisod na siya gamay, ma'am. Kaya lahi ra katong nagkuan sa eskwelahan. Nag-eskwela niya sa eskwelahan. Kaya wala po sa sino sa may advantage sa modular learning para sa inyo? Advantage ma'am, kaya lisod siya. Kaya wala lagi ng maestra magtudlo sa inyo ha. Dili, wala siya sa eskwelahan. Then, ikaw ra kay isahay kay si mama o si papa. Wala man dito sa balay. Nagtrabaho sila din. Ako arang kuan aning kamot ko nga ako yung makabalik sa kuan kung sa mo ni answer. Kung ikaw pabuton siya, asa man imong gusto mo mag-modular learning ka or mo adto jud ka sa eskwelahan? Sa eskwelahan jud ma. Mas pa na is makasabot ka sa ibang tubo sa kanang sa module day. Makasabot na po ka ma'am pero naiuban nga mga part nga dili jud mo masabtan. Sa pag-explain. Enjoy ka nag-answer sa module. Enjoy na. Baka nahilak. Wala. Tama. Sige. Salamat ha. Go. Okay sir, kaning wala mo gitay mahimo no kay naman dito sa panahon sa crisis sa pandemic. So pareha mo mga trabahante. Yeah. Gitay choice, modular na sa mag-online. Inikulit ni mo sa may mong bation nga makita ka sir nga imong anak nag-answer sa module.
Marad, nalipay sa bumampay, nakita mo na akong mga kamot ng sila. Sa modular ang klase nga panahon na kay pandemya.
So okay lang sa imong sir sa pagkakaroon nga mag-module lang sa imong mga anak.
Sa ako ma'am pagkakaroon, okay man kayo ma'am.
Kung ikaw papilion, asa man ka sir, mag-modular ka or mo ka sa eskwelahan mo anak? Sa pagkakaroon nga panahon.
Sa pagkakaroon ng panahon ma'am, okay na kayo sa ako ma'am, modular sa pagkakaroon.
Hindi ko magtabang ang modular para sa inyo ha.
Kada ko kayo ma'am.
Salamat sir ha.
Magandang umaga, Panabo. Marayaw na masulong Sindaton. Welcome to Sindaton National High School. Ito ang aming bagong updates ukol sa paghahanda sa dry run ng radio-based instructions modality. Ang aming mini FM station na mapapakinggan sa 88.9 Eskwelahan sa Kahanginan. Tuyang isinasagawa sa araw na ito ang school-based training workshop hinggil sa pagsulat ng script para sa radio-based instruction. Ang pagsasanay ay pinunahan ni Ma'am Cherry May Poronda, guro ng Don Manuel Javeriana Memorial National High School. Ang pagsasanay na ito ay malaking tulong para sa mga guro ng Sindaton dahil ito ay isa sa mga pangunahing kakayahan na dapat linangin upang mailahad ang mga aralin, lalo na ang mga least-learn competency para sa mga estudyante. At sa araw din ito ay nagsisimula ng magsanay ang mga guro na sumalang sa pagsasalita sa radyo at paggamit ng kagamitang panradyo. Samantala, ang dalawang guro naman na maglalahad ng kanilang demo teaching sa dry run ay marugdog ang kanilang pag-iensayo para sa darating na Biyernes.
Good morning! Magandang umaga, maayong buntag Sindaton, especially to my grade 11 Mercury student. I am your teacher, Miss Maria Angel P. Daniel. How are you, my dear student? I hope you're all doing good. Ika nga nila, habang may buhay, may pag-asa. Are you ready for today's lesson? Get your modules, notebook, and book.
Active of the verb are the force exerted by the chair of the verb. Now, let's proceed with figure number 2. A boy pushing a ball. Is the boy at rest or in motion? Yes, the boy is at rest. Are there based on observed effects? This means a force can be described in terms of what it does. However, forces do not always cause motion. It does not necessarily follow that forces acting on an object.
Bilang isa sa mga guro na maglalahad ng demo teaching, ano ang mga naranasan mong challenges sa paghahanda?
Unang-una, ipinagagalak ko na isa ako sa napigilang maglalahad ng demo teaching. Para sa akin, hindi ito naging madali sapagkat ito ay bago at wala talaga akong karanasan sa ganitong naranasan. Pero buong puso ko itong tinanggap. And I consider it as an opportunity to learn para makatulong din ako sa ating mga kabataan. Yan lamang.
Ano ang maitutulong ng radio-based instruction para sa ating mga mag-aaral?
Bilang guro, sa tingin ko malaki ang maitutulong ng radio-based instructions sa mga estudyante. Lalo-lalo na ngayon na meron tayong pinapahal ng pandemic. Sa pamamagitan ng radio-based instruction, maihahatid pa rin namin ang aming mga atin sa aming mga estudyante at maririnig pa rin nila ang aming mga diskusyon tungkol sa atin.
Ang mensahe mo sa mga magulang at estudyante ng Sindaton National High School?
Para sa lahat ng mga magulang at mag-aaral ng Sindaton National High School, ikinagagalak po namin ang inyong kausapusang pagtatag ng aming programa. Naway, may daos namin ito ng matagupay at mapagpunta namin kayo. Maraming salamat.
Ang radio-based instruction ay maituturing na isang hamon, ngunit mas pipiliin namin na ito ay isang oportunidad. Oportunidad na malinang ang aming kakayahan sa ibang pamamaraan ng pagtuturo at oportunidad rin sa mga mag-aaral na makaranas ng ibang pamaraan sa pagtuturo. Muli, ito si Lician Ormo, magbibigay ng updates mula sa Sdo.
With the imminent threat that the COVID-19 disease poses to public health, Panabo National High School, as well as all the other schools in the Panabo City Division, braves the challenge of delivering quality education for our learners amidst the new normal setting.
After the administration has ironed out the class schedule and class program and was able already to identify those teachers who will be handling online classes, immediately these teachers were given the validated list of students. Validated means that the students were already confirmed that they will be doing the online platform. Uh, these teachers created a platform. In my case, I created a group chat where I joined all the students are oriented on the use of the LMS as the main database to be used in this year. They are oriented also on the class schedule using the virtual platform and all of the mechanisms on how to deal with LMS. And of course, it is very important that we teachers must be able to secure consent from the students that aside from the LMS, there are some supplementary platforms such as Facebook, Group Chat, Google Classroom, and Google Meet that we will be using. And after ensuring that the students are already oriented on this platform, that's the time that we teachers gave them the instructions, step-by-step instruction, how to do self-enrollment so that they can be officially enrolled in the system. We have a unified process on how to ensure that students did their self-enrollment. And also, aside from the online learning modality, the school also have modular learning modality wherein the parents will pick up the module in the school. And if the parents will pick up the module in the school, we have also our module express delivery. The school created Module Express Delivery Committee used in every barangay, utilizing the vehicle provided by the members of the said committee. It is not difficult for them to deliver the modules because students were classified according to the place of their residence.
These virtual classrooms are provided with the needed equipment with strong internet connectivity. These rooms will serve as the venue for teachers who will conduct online classes.
If you're going to be a weather reporter, what information are you going to emphasize in your report? Yes?
Again, my clue is this is a combination of an arithmetic and geometric sequence.
L was back. A doobie-da, a doobie-da, a doobie-da-da.
record now. All right. So this will be our week 2 for this subject, and we are now in our week 5. But before we proceed with our discussion, let's have first our class rules. Have you seen it in your screen? Can you see it? Yes. Okay, good. So our class rules will be: first, be prepared and on time. I guess everyone is on time, and that is good. Second, only turn on your microphone if you are going to respond or to ask a question. The rest, if you are not going to answer, then keep it unmuted. Let us have our class. So today, as we continue to explore counseling as a profession and as one of the applied social science disciplines, it is important to know where the counselors could find it. And the third one is appreciate. Yes, Denver, appreciate the significance of the different career opportunities intended, the answer of each phrase, and combine it all to fix the broken hole. Remember to think out of the box and be clever. Did you get the direction? Do I need to repeat that one? So in this mission now, you are going to figure out what is the answer of each phrase. And you have to combine all the answer in order to fix the broken hole, in order to get what really I wanted you to find out for this afternoon. So remember to think out of the box. All right, so I guess you are now ready. So let's
activity. We have find me activity. Taba ninyo? Find me activity.
Fine.
Okay, what is find me activity? Ito na yun. So, in find me activity, I want you to think or to find words. So, kindly click and type the correct words or name of the picture. Okay. So again, this activity is a flashcards activity, and we have a short definition, and you have to type the correct name of a certain picture, and you have to reveal if your answer is correct or wrong. Fritz, kindly answer for number 1 questions in this. I will type, and you have, if the answer is RJ 45. Can we check? Okay, correct. The answer is RJ 45. Okay, how about this one? How about I will call someone to answer? Okay, we have
Modem, sir.
we have Marie Chris Cabanlong. Okay, kindly mute your one of our house rules. Mute your mic, name are not being called. Do you have? Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Kaya nga, online kayo ngayon because you have an internet connection in your home. Am I right? Now, as you can observe, sino bang naglalaro ng ML dito? Sino bang naglalaro ng ML? Kadalasan dito. Halos-halos ba? Lahat ba?
Halos lang.
Halos lang.
Oh, ayaw ba ni Undang?
Okay. And what did you observe during the day? What did you observe in your data connection? Nag-aunsa man siya?
Lag, sir. Lag. Dili stable lang kan, sir.
Lag, sir.
Unstable internet connection.
Not stable or unstable internet connection.
Magandang araw po sa lahat ng mga estudyante ng Panabo City Senior High School ng ICT. Ang subject po natin ngayong araw to ay CSS3. Pag-uusapan natin kung ano yung mga kailangan natin gawin para the last one is please do the activities and worksheets or the assignments religiously. Right? So computer system servicing in situ actually is part of the electronic sector. And its description is, this course is designed to develop and enhance the knowledge and skills and attitudes of a computer system service technician in accordance with industry standards. It covers the basic and common competencies in addition to the core competencies such as to install and configure computer systems, set up computer networks and servers, and also to maintain and repair computer systems and networks. What are the guidelines for this OHS? Number one, to prevent an electrical shock hazard, disconnect the power cable from the electrical outlet before relocating the system. So whenever you relocate a computer or any device that involves electricity, please remove the power cable from the outlet, okay, before relocating the device. Second is when adding and removing devices to or from the system, ensure that the power cables from the devices are unplugged. There are a lot of ways to ground yourself. We will discuss that later in our personal protective equipment. So this is how it is. You have to ground or discharge yourself before touching any part of the computer so that you avoid frying the dough. Let's see you again next session. We're going to discuss about computer assembly and disassembly. So this is an exciting part of our training because not everyone can assemble or disassemble a computer. So after disassembling or disassembling a computer, you will have
Hi, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So, namin ang siram naman sa LMS, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Karon ang deadline, ma'am. Sige, ma'am. Sige, ma'am. Noted, ma'am. Mag-login lang mi sa LMS, ma'am. O gipasa na mo karon. General description. As you continue to explore counseling as a profession and as one of the applied social sciences disciplines, it is important to know where the counselors will find opportunities to land a job. Finding a job is not as easy as a walk in the park. You have to find a specific work that will suit your qualification with task 1, fixing up mission. In this mission, you are going to figure out the answer of each phrase and combine it all to fix the broken loop. Remember to think out of the box and think correctly. Then give a short explanation of your answer and write it on your answer. The first assignment is formula. The first assignment is twice a comma, once a page, another business. Twice a comma. Oh, okay, good. Okay, 8. The alpha and omega of plus 2. Alpha is plus 2. Sorry. The end of life and the end of life and okay, from here. We got from here. So, what do you need to know about this? So, since I got the answer for you, identify whether the institution is shown will be in need of a control by logging the one need and discuss activate out. Department of Social Welfare and Development. Correct!
Klase naman din mo ron sa mong radio class. Ma, pero rag ko sa mong cellphone mo nga na ay radyo makagamiton ako sa mong radio class. Oh, salamat. Unsa ganitong station sa DepEd ha? Dara.
Magandang araw po sa lahat ng mga estudyante ng Panabo City Senior High School ng ICT. Ang subject po natin ngayong araw to ay CSS3. Pag-uusapan natin kung ano yung mga kailangan natin gawin para sa pagprepara sa mga sarili natin sa lalapit na or para sa inyong magiging assessment ng National Certificate 2. This is our track, the TVL, with the Strand Information and Communication Technology in grade 12. And we are now in the first quarter with the subject CSS3. So these are the things that we're going to discuss as we have already discussed the learning modalities, the implementation of the learning modalities adopted by Panabo City Senior High School. Okay? And aside from that, we have topics of the CSS Institute, the Training Regulations of Review. And part of it is the Computer System Servicing, TR, or Training Regulations. And these are its competencies, the basic, the common, and the core competencies, together with the competency outcome. Okay, and the topic 2, we have to discuss about the occupational health and safety standards for CSS and C2. Okay, and as well as the personal protective equipment, we also have to discuss about that. So, come on, let's proceed. And the objectives of this, the objective for this lesson, learners are expected to be able to understand every competency needed to be performed, including how to practice correct procedures in handling computers and devices. Okay, so the materials that you need in this lesson is the module, you already have it, then a ball pen and a notebook, and we need to follow some rules. Okay, of course, we have some rules, just have to listen carefully, and you have to take down some notes, and have your module with you as I do the lecture. And the last one is please do the activities and worksheets or the assignments religiously, right? So computer system servicing in C2 actually is part of the electronic sector. And the description is, this course is designed to develop and enhance the knowledge and skills and attitudes of a computer system service technician in accordance with industry standards. It covers the basic and common competencies in addition to the core competencies such as to install and configure computer systems, set up computer networks and servers, and also to maintain and repair computer systems and networks. What are the guidelines for this OHS? Number 1, to prevent an electrical shock hazard, disconnect the power cable from the electrical outlet before relocating the system. So whenever you relocate the computer or any device that involves electricity, please remove the power cable from the outlet before relocating the device. Second is when adding and removing devices to or from the system, ensure that the power cables from the devices are unplugged. There are a lot of ways to ground yourself. We will discuss that later in our personal protective equipment. So this is how it is. You have to ground or discharge yourself before touching any part of the computer so that you avoid frying the thing. Let's see you again next session. We're going to discuss about computer assembly and disassembly. So this is an exciting part of our training because not everyone can assemble or disassemble a computer. So after disassembling or disassembling a computer, you will have a better understanding about computers and how to assemble it and how does it work. Okay? So keep learning. See you soon. Bye.
Ay. Nindot jud ay yung nato, no? Mas nindot jud ay ang radio class kaysa sa face-to-face kay mas masabtan ako siya. Mas klaro jud kung saan pag-assembly sa computer o sa electric para maiwasan yung ang short circuit sa imong electricity. Mas nindot jud ang radio class kontra sa face-to-face nga class. Mag-radio class jud the best ang radio class.
Para po sa ating mga magulang at sa ating mga mag-aaral, hindi na po kayo kailangang mabahala dahil ang Panabo City Senior High School ay handang-handang tumugon sa inyong pangangailangan. At kung kayo may nahihirapan sa inyong mga module, meron po kaming mga numero kung saan pwede nyo po itong makontak.
Maraming salamat po, of course, sa ating lahat ng videos na na-play po sa atin ng ating streaming director, si Sir Tyrone Duhali. Thank you so much po sa lahat din po ng nag-feed sa atin ng mga videos na yan. Of course, pasalamatan namin yung ating Rizal Elementary School, yung ating tawag nito Sdo National High School, Panabo National High School, Panabo City Senior High School na nagbahagi po ng mga videos na yan na kung saan nga po na-witness natin sa ating mga screens, ang live feed po na isinasagawa dito nga po sa day 5, ito po na ang huling araw ng dry run po na ginagawa sa SDO Panabo City para po dito sa tinatawag nating distance learning delivery modalities. Of course, makakasama natin ngayon ang ating CID Chief, ang Curriculum Implementation Division Chief ng Division of Panabo City na si Sir Januario Yamota. Sir Jan, how are you po?
Yeah, good afternoon, John. Magandang hapon po. Nagsubaybay lang po ako dito, John, sa tabi-tabi.
Yes, Sir Jan. Ayan po. Sir Jan, napansin po ninyo.
Presentation ng mga pilot schools.
Opo, sir. So, sir, patapos na po tayo sa ating isinasagawang pagsasahimpapawid ng ating live updates. At, sir, sigurado akong nakita nyo naman po at napanood nyo lahat ng ating siyam na pilot schools na nagsasagawa ng dry run. Kayo po, sir, bilang hepe ng aming curriculum and implementation division ng Panabo City, sir. Ano po ang iyong assessment dito sa ginagawa po nating dry run at sa resulta po ng nakita ninyong mga videos?
John, sa siyam na pilot school natin na nag-dry run sa nasabing modality, I am convinced, kampante ako, John, 100% and one, na yung mga pilot school ay handang-handa na. Ika nga, meron mang mga problema pero yung term natin na gagamitin natin dito, we have to adjust kasi hindi natin alam. Tama yung sabi ni Ma'am Caroline Arado kanina na yung LCP, BE, LCP, yun ang plano nila pero may hindi feasible. Kaya dapat i-adjust natin, i-refine natin, i-align natin kung ano yung magiging feasible, yun ang susundin natin. At saka John, i-remind ko na lang din, no? Yung mga schools na hindi naging pilot school for dry run, kung nakikinig ang lahat ng mga school heads ngayon, I would advise with the permission of our superintendent na sila din ay mag-conduct ng kanilang dry run sa kanilang napiling modality kasi malaking bagay kung kayo ay makakandak ng isang dry run kasi makikita ninyo ang magiging problema at magiging aksyon ninyo sa nagiging nakitang problema. So may resolution kaagad kung mayroon man problema. At saka pangatlo dyan, I would like also to remind all the pilot schools na this coming Monday, August 10, we have to submit our inclusion number 2, yung documentation of regional memorandum number 37 for us to really submit to the regional office 11 our documentation regarding the dry run that we have conducted this week, no? From D1 August 3 up to August 7 today. So I hope na masubmitin nyo yung mga kailangang dokumento including the video clip, the list of challenges, the list of resolution probably that you can recommend or suggest. Then our regional office will really appreciate that one. So sa lahat ng mga pilot school, maraming salamat sa inyong kooperasyon at lalong-lalo na dyan yung mga correspondents natin na talagang gumagawa ng kanilang reporting live mula D1 hanggang D5, no? At saka sa yung mga supervisors natin na bumisita sa kanilang mga paralan, maraming salamat. At lalong-lalo na sa mga principal ng pilot schools natin na talagang binigay ang 101% para mabuo yung D5 natin na dry run mula planning hanggang implementasyon hanggang sa monitoring. At saka sa regional people natin, maraming salamat kung nakikinig sila ngayon. Maraming salamat sa pagpunta nito at sa positive na mga comment na na-receive namin. Sa ating SDS naman at sa Assistant School Business Superintendent, maraming din salamat sa suporta at saka sa SDO din natin, sa SDO team, pinanguluhan ni Ma'am Eileen Anunedo, maraming din salamat sa support at sa lahat. Thank you so much. Maraming pong salamat. Yun.
Yes, Sir John. Thank you so much po sa iyong pagbanggit. Ano po, patungkol po doon sa documentation, sir, ng ating video clips documentation, pati yung list of challenges. Actually, sir, we already have the copy of that coming from our field. At we will just compile that one and we will submit it to your office for consolidation. At the same time, ready for submission to the office of the regional director, or through the office of our curriculum and learning management division headed by no less than Dr. Janet Chiviloso. Okay, sir, naayos na po at aayusin lamang po namin. Inaantay lang po namin masend lahat yung kanilang mga reports at para maibigay po namin sa inyo. Yes po. We will put that one in a drive po para ma-share natin yung link sa kanila. And of course, sir, meron na tayong pa-advance actually. Yung ating mga videos na binigay sa atin ng ating mga correspondents ay naibigay na po doon. Yung iba ay naibigay na, naisumite na natin sa ating regional controller, sa ating regional streaming director doon. At yun nga po ay kasalukuyan ngayong ipinapakita sa buong rehiyon 11 ang lahat po ng ginagawa natin ang ginagawa natin dito po sa SDO Panabo City. Once again, sir, pasalamatan natin ang ating regional monitoring team, of course, headed by our team leader. We have our Field Technical Assistance Division Chief, Dr. Mary Jean Aldiger. Kasama din po dyan ang ating mga education program supervisors na sila Dr. Manuel P. Vallejo, Dr. Nermalyn Barneja, Dr. Ronnie Mercado, and of course, ang kanila din pong documenter na si Ma'am Juliet. Thank you so much po sa inyo, ma'am. And Pasalamatan din natin, sir, of course, ang mga nakasamang mga education program supervisors ng
Yes,
ating
John.
division. Kasama din po ang ating public schools district supervisors. Kung may nakalimutan ako, sir, pero pakitulungan akong banggitin, ano? Pero sa naalala ko sa aking naalala ko, ito of course kasama natin diyan ang ating EPS na si Ma'am Bemby Suelto, si Ma'am Marisa Hayoma, si Sir Peter Mijares, ang ating si PSDS naman po na si Ma'am Estrella Maputol, si Sir Avelino Bitang, si Sir Ronald Ray Diocampo, si Ma'am Dulay, of course, pati din po sino pa ba yung may nakalimutan pa ba ako? Iniisip ko tuloy. Sino pa ba yung kasama kanina? Actually, parang na-mention ko na lahat. Meron pa ba, sir? Ayan, medyo nawawala po ang connection ni Sir. Ano po? Pasalamatan din natin ang ating mga kasama sa ALS, of course. Andyan si Ma'am Joy Magno at ganoon din po si Sir Carlom na kahit nga po ay sa malayo ay na-update po ang ating alternative learning system na mga kaguruan dyan sa Malativas Elementary School. Okay, I think Sir John. Okay, balikan lamang po natin si Sir John, ano? Sino, sir? Si Sir Radio Campoy, sir. Yes, I've mentioned na po. Okay, nawala po sa ating linya si Sir John Wario Yamota. Okay, sana'y makabalik si Sir bago tayo tuluyang magpaalam sa ere. Ano po? Nais lamang po nating banggitin muli ang siyam na participating schools sa ating nagsasagawa ng dry run. Pero bago po yan, ito na po si Sir John. Sir John, sino pa ba nakalimutan ko, Sir John?
Si Ma'am Joylyn Martinez, nabanggit mo na ba?
Ayun, si Ma'am Joy. Si Ma'am Joy Magno ang nabanggit ko pa. Si Ma'am Joylyn Martinez. Thank you so much.
Kami sila sa grupo. Yeah. Salamat. Maraming salamat. Yung mga principal din natin doon sa pilot school, banggitin din siguro natin.
Yes,
Yun,
sir.
simulan
Yun
mo.
po ang Yes, sir. Yun po ang kasunod kong babanggitin ngayon. Isa-isahin po natin. Of course, para sa ating secondary schools from Panabo City Senior High School, thank you so much sa lahat ng kaguruan. At of course, ang kanilang principal po dyan, na principal ko din, of course, Ma'am Mirna Evangelista Purificacion. Para naman po sa Panabo National High School, teachers, congratulations to our correspondent there also. And of course, to our ever dynamic and active principal of PNHS, Ma'am Memia Infiesto. Para naman po sa AO Florendo National High School, thank you so much sa lahat ng kaguruan dyan. At of course, sa ating principal na si Ma'am Marivin Espinosa. Thank you po, ma'am. At saka po, panghuli sa ating secondary school from Sindato National High School. Maraming salamat sa lahat ng kaguruan namin dyan. And of course, ang kanilang principal na si Sir Glenn Patriarca. Thank you po. Para naman po sa elementary, from Panabo Central Elementary School SPED Center, thank you so much to all our teachers there and our correspondent, headed by, of course, their principal, Dr. Rosemary Patriarca. Thank you so much po, madam. At sa ating Southern Davao Elementary School teachers and correspondent at headed by, of course, the ever-active Ma'am Caroline Arado, maraming salamat. Para naman po sa ating Malativas Elementary School at doon po sa ating ALS at saka CLC, maraming salamat sa ating punong guro dyan na si Ma'am Iris Ipares at sa ating correspondent din po dyan sa ating Malativas ES at sa lahat ng mga kaguruan ng Malativas Elementary School. Para naman po sa Consolacion Elementary School, maraming salamat, sir. Actually, ang ating correspondent dyan, sir, ay tinagurian po naming Agila. Ayan, si Ma'am Agila. Yan, Agila ang tawag namin, sir, kasi malalaman mo, sir, sa masusunod na mga
Energetic masyado.
Oo, bakit Agila? And of course, salamat po sa lahat ng kaguruan ng Consolacion Elementary School na pinamumunuan ng aking kababayan and of course ng aking kapwa CVSHS yan, ayan, vocational lane yan, na si Ma'am Christy Manog Pantonial, maraming salamat po. And of course, sir, sa ating Rizal Elementary School, salamat po sa lahat ng ating teachers dyan at saka sa ating correspondent. And of course, headed by no less than the principal, Madam Ramilin Antalan. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. And of course, sir, thank you so much also for this opportunity na binigay niyo po sa akin upang maisahipawid itong ating dry run. At salamat po sa pagtitiwala po ninyo. So of course, thank you so much personally sa iyo, sir, John Wario Yamota, our CID Chief. Sa atin din pong SGOD Chief na si Ma'am Eileen Anyunuevo. And of course, sa ating ina ng ating sangay ng ating division of Panabo City, si Madam Rebecca Casasagot. And of course, sa ating pinakamamahal na Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Renante A. Solitario. Thank you so much for the trust, and I am very much happy and willing to serve, to continually serve the SDO Panabo City for this advocacy that we are now on the new normal, and we will be on air most of the time, of course, just to give updates and information to all Panaboans, most especially to our dear Department of Education. So yun po.
John,
Sir, maraming salamat. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In behalf of the CID Division, John, sa lahat ng mga PSDs at saka IPS, I would like to personally extend my congratulations to you, no? Because this is your idea and supported by our superintendent. So, sa inyong idea, John, nagiging mas madali yung documentation, mas madali yung implementation kasi nakikita natin araw-araw yung mga ginaganap at gaganapin pa ng mga pilot schools. So, in your John, in your idea, nakikita namin yung mga dapat na gawing tama sa susunod, sa actual na sa August 24. So, thank you so much for your support, John, and thank you so much for the wonderful idea that you have floated to our superintendent and it was materialized. So, maraming salamat, John. Hindi namin pwedeng hindi banggitin yung pangalan mo. From Armando Aglo Jr., the best.
Ayan.
No?
Thank you, sir.
Salamat, John.
At laban Japan lamang tayo, sir. And I am deeply humbled, sir, with that recognition coming from you and the rest of the SDO Panabo City. Thank you so much, sir, talaga. Maraming salamat po. Isang karangalan po ang pagsilbihan po ang ating sangay. And of course, hindi po natin ito magagawa ng mag-isa lamang, and this is of course with my mentor, of course our team in the sa technical. Nais ko lamang batiin of course ang ating technical director, Sir Neil Michael De Asis. Yes po, si Sir Neil Michael De Asis, and of course our streaming director, Sir Tyron Duhali, and above all, God be all the glory and honor, sir. Thank you so much.
Pwede ba mapakita si Tyron dyan? Pwede magpakita?
Actually, sir, yes, si Sir Tyron, sir, ay lumabas po saglit. Wala din po siyang camera. Si Sir Neil naman ay an official business. Only po siya. Pero gayon pa man, Sir John, kami po ay lubos na nagpapasalamat sa lahat po ng ating mga correspondents na nais ko sanang banggitin isa-isa din, sir. If you allow me for more time muna.
Banggitin natin lahat yung mga correspondents from the rural area down to urban area dyan kasi sila yung pinakamaling contribute bakit nagiging successful yung dry run natin sa 5 days. So banggitin natin dyan. Please.
Yes po, sir. Thank you so much. Of course, nais namin pasalamatan ang lahat po ng ating mga correspondents. Ayan, isang araw lamang pong preparasyon, pero po ang nagawa at nagawa natin ay talagang nakatulong at patuloy na nagsasahimpapawid nga tayo sa ating pag-update. So dahil po yan sa inyo, kung wala naman po kayo binigay sa amin, hindi rin po namin ito magagawang lahat. Of course, batiin natin ng taos-pusong pasasalamat ang ating correspondent sa Panabo City Senior High School, si Ma'am Bless Joyce Lagare. Kasama po dyan, of course, si Sir Brian Payot. Ganon din po sa Panabo National High School with Ma'am Johanna May Sichon at saka po ang kanilang technical director dyan, si Sir Ramil Langgamon. Para naman po sa A of Lorendo National High School, thank you so much Sir Edmar Atwil and to Ma'am Ifundo. Maraming salamat po.
Yes.
Para naman po sa Singaton National High School, thank you so much Sir Glenn. At maraming salamat din kay Ma'am Ormo na ating correspondent din po dyan. Thank you so much for Panabo Central Elementary School to Ma'am Julieta Maluenda and saka sa kay Sir Ruel Apillanes. Salamat po sa inyo. For Southern Davao Elementary School, of course, we have Sir Marvel Don Estebal. Salamat po at sa lahat po ng iyong technical assistance dyan. Marami po sila, sir. Hindi ko po mabanggit lahat kasi hindi ko rin po nakuha ang pangalan. Ayan, pero maraming salamat po.
Yeah.
Yes
Siguro
po.
dyan, Manik, meron ka nang kasama ngayon doon. Mayroon na tayong na-discoverin bagong angkor man, no? Pwede nating
Yes,
idagdag si
sir.
Marvel sa iyo dyan kasi
Yes, sir. Meron na nga po, sir.
pwede na
Saka ito yung kagandahan ng
ano ni Sir
live stream.
SDS
Yes po.
Yes, John, tama. Pwede ka nang
Yes
may
po,
kasama
sir.
dyan sa studio mo.
Adja! Of course, thank you, thank you. And of course, sir, sa Malativas Elementary School sa ating alternative learning system, meron pa, sir. Magpapatuloy pa po ako para sa Malativas Elementary School sa ating alternative learning system, sa ating community learning center dyan, ang ating correspondent, si Ma'am Rosebeth Candilaza. Maraming salamat. And of course, kay Sir Nelson. Maraming salamat, Sir Nelson, sa lahat ng napakaganda pong mga videos na inyong isinesend sa amin. And for Consolacion Elementary School, sir, of course, ang ating Aguila reporter, si Ma'am Elizabeth Bacalso. Yes, ang ating Aguila reporter, sir. Kasi pag sinabing sign up, pag sinabi niyang now signing off, talagang mawawala na siya. Ayan. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Elizabeth. And for Rizal Elementary School, of course, thank you so much to Ma'am Sheila May Amodia. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Sheila, sa iyo pong pagbabahagi ng oras at panahon na makapagbigay po kayo ng fresh at updated na balita dyan po mismo sa inyong mga paaralan. So once again, sa lahat po ng ating mga correspondents, kay Ma'am Aniriam, kay Ma'am Joy na nakasama din natin, kay Sir Sir Glenn, of course, maraming salamat po sa lahat. Kung hindi ko man po mabanggit ang lahat, gayon pa man, kung alam po ninyo kayo'y nagsumikap at nakibahagi po ng inyong tulong sa ating pagsasahimpapawid nga nitong ating DLDM updates for SDO Panabo City. Ang taos-puso po naming pagbati ng congratulations at pasasalamat ay sumasa inyo lagi mula ngayon hanggang sa mga susunod na pagkakataon. Okay, so Sir John, tapos na po tayo Sir John, pero bago po natin tapusin, tulad ng ating ginagawa sa mga nakaraang araw, ay mananalangin po muna tayong lahat. Okay po. Sige po, mananalangin na po tayo. Panginoon na aming Diyos, maraming salamat po sa tagumpay na ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. Salamat po dakilang Ama, hindi mo kami pinabayaan, hindi mo po kami iniwanan sa aming pagsasahimpapawid. Bagamat dakilang Diyos, nagkakaroon kami ng kaunting aberya patungkol nga po sa aming koneksyon, ganun pa man po dakilang Ama, hindi mo pinayagang tuluyan kaming mawala sa ere. Maraming salamat sa gabay mo at patnubay. Salamat din po sa sapat na kaalaman at karunungang ipinagkaloob mo sa amin. Nagawa po namin ang aming bahagi, bawat isa po na nakilahok at nakibahagi sa ganitong pagkakataon, na ibahagi pong lubos ang lahat upang makapagbigay ng impormasyon sa nakararami. Ibinabalik namin sa iyo ang iba yung kaluwalhatian at kapurihan, Ama, sapagkat marapat lamang ito sa banal mong pangalan. Ang aariniin lamang namin dakilang Diyos ay ang kasiyahan sa aming puso't damdamin, maging ang kapayapaan sa aming mga isipan. Maraming salamat po sa pagpapahiram mo lang lahat ng aming katangian at kakayanan. Maawa ka na lamang pong ibilang mo itong kabanalan sa bawat isa sa amin upang sa patuloy pa naming paggawa ito'y patuloy din naming maging inspirasyon. Kilala mo po ang bawat isa sa amin, Ama, maging ang lahat ng nangunguna at tagapanguna namin. Maawa kang ipagkaloob mo po sa bawat isa ang lusog at sigla ng pangangatawan upang patuloy din po kaming makaganap ng aming mga tungkulin. Basbasan mo po ang buong SDO Panabo City. Lahat po ng mga paaralan kasama ng buong kaguruan at mga school administrators, ipagkaloob mo po sa amin ang kaisahan alang-alang po sa paghahanda namin sa darating na pasukan. Ipagtagumpay mo po ito, dakilang Diyos, at asahan mo, dakilang Ama, lahat ng kaluwalhatian at kapurihan ay patuloy din naming ibabalik sa iyong banal na pangalan. Pagpalain mo po ang aming pamumuhay at aming kabuhayan, ganon din po ang aming buhay at buong sambahayan. At patawarin kami sa lahat ng nagawa naming pagkukulang at kasalanan sa tanging pangalan at karapatan ng Panginoong Hesus, dakila po naming tagapagligtas. Amen.
Amen. Maraming
Ayan.
salamat, Pastor John. Magiging
Yes,
pastor ka na,
sir.
John. So, Pastor John Aguilar, maraming salamat po.
Thank you
for
po.
your dedication. Salamat, maraming salamat, John.
Yes po, Sir John. At bago tayo matuloy ang magtapos, Sir John, magbibilang na po tayo sa usual nating pagpapaalam. And of course, bago tayo, sir, magpaalam, dais ko lamang po mag-iwan ng mga katagang ito po, si Mr. John Aguilon mula sa Panabo City Senior High School, willing to serve and to continually serving SDO Panabo City and all the Panaboans for the live updates concerning with the moves and actions with our SDO Panabo City. At of course, lagi po nating tandaan na ang pagtutulong-tulong po ng bawat isa ay malaking bagay para makamit natin ang tagumpay na wala pong anumang iniintay na kapalit, subalit ang pagsisilbi sa bayan, sa ating kabataan ay talagang nakakataba ng puso para sa ating lahat. Muli, maraming salamat at papalain tayong lahat ng ating Panginoong Diyos. Sir, magbibilang na po tayo sa bilang na basta Panabo! Panalo! And of course, sir, hindi po natin makalimutan, Bibo. Ayan.
Bibo.
Yes, sir. Si sir, magbibilang na po tayo. Simulan natin sa 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye. God bless everyone. Bye-bye po. Maraming salamat.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.